Thank you. Guys, what video should I watch about the Lego shit? Is there like, okay. Is there like is there a number one video? Like, is there like one video that I need to watch? Charlie, did he make more than one or is it just one? Because someone said it was going to take me like 2 hours to like get through all the information. Charlie's, okay, hold on, wait. YouTube. Police department response to Lego scandal. Wait, what? Lego scandal is getting extremely dangerous. Okay, hold on, wait. Lego scandal keeps getting crazy. Oh my God. Lego, wait, okay. Is there like, oh my God. Okay, hold on, wait. Is there like a playlist to the Lego scandal? You better fucking put a playlist for this Lego scandal because holy fuck, there is like 5 different, how many videos are there? There's 2, okay. There's 2 videos that are from 5 days ago. Okay, there's one that's called Lego Scandal Situation is Actually Crazy. And then it says Lego Scandal Company Response is Horrible. So I'm assuming it's the Lego Scandal Situation is Actually Crazy is the first one. Oh my God. I'm so ready for this. I did not okay, I feel like, dude, I've missed so much. What have I missed? Where have I been? I've been in bed. Oh my God. Get comfy. Dude, the story's insane. I've missed everything. I've missed everything. Guys, don't ever get surgery. You miss it all.
And this is only part 1. It actually, there's more to it, but I think it's only fitting that we start from the very beginning.
Man spent his life collecting what's now known as the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection ever.
Okay.
It's estimated to be worth around $200,000. And then the entire thing got stolen. And the police are actively working with the thieves to cover the entire thing up. But the craziest part is that the collector doesn't even know that his collection's been stolen. Yeah, the collector's son, Brian, well, he reached out to me because he has no clue how to break this news to his dad.
So that's...
Wait, how? Wait, how does this happen? Isn't Lego like a physical item? Like, unless you have like stock and like how do you do that? How does that happen?
The surface level analysis here. It becomes like a full-blown fucking noir film, though. It gets so deep. But fundamentally, a individual who has spent years and tons of money accumulating an extremely valuable Lego collection worth up to $200,000 of value.
$200,000!
Has had it stolen from him.
Guys, that is like a down payment. Guys, that is like a down payment to like $1 million house. Like that is insane. That is so much money. That is like so much money. That's like 20 debuts. That's so much money, bro. That's so much money.
Known to him. And unfortunately, law enforcement has repeatedly shown that they have no interest in investigating this case or helping
of course
in
not. Why
any
would they?
way, and have instead been far more on the side of the dubious perpetrators.
Oh my God, do you know what's going to happen? This is literally going to be like, have you guys ever seen the documentary called How to Make a Murderer? Have you guys ever seen that? That's literally going to be this. It's going to be like the Great Lego Scandal, and it's going to be a documentary that's exactly the same.
Bricks and Minifigs is basically seen as the best and safest way to sell your Lego collections.
I'm selling my Lego.
Now, even me, a drooling
I'm selling my
Cro-Magnon
Lego.
man who is not deep into the Lego community,
Yes.
I've heard of Bricks and Minifigs.
I've never heard of Bricks and Minifigs. Sorry, I'm not in the Lego community at all. Never have I ever once. It kind of reminds me of like the Magic stuff where it's like the Magic company where they have like that one site they sell all the Magic cards on, but it's not owned by Magic or whatever. Buff hates Legos. I was too poor to have Legos. I had Lincoln Logs. I had the Lincoln Logs and pick up sticks.
They are a big corporation, and I do know that they are considered, or at least were considered prior to this, the gold standard when it comes to selling your Legos. So the fact that they are the corporation that's implicated in this actually was pretty surprising to me, because they're like the only company in this space that I'd heard of. And it turns out, well, might not be all sunshine and titties over there. It may be a lot of malicious bad acts.
Dude, sunshine and titties. Happy Pride, y'all. I would love that.
Potentially.
Brian thought that this would be the perfect store to finally sell his dad's Lego Star Wars collection.
Okay.
So I wrote up a contract.
In the contract, it says that these are still the family's Lego sets, but every time one gets sold, the store gets to keep a small percentage of each sale.
This was a store's worth of image.
Okay, first of all, can I just say good on him for making a contract? Okay, good on him for being fucking smart and literally making a contract and literally just being like, hey, this is how it's going to operate. Good on him, okay?
So that store that day was nothing but my dad's collection. Like, all the shelves filled. They had to bring
That's
in
crazy.
extra shelves and filled the whole party room with shelves.
But the owner of the
Oh my God.
franchise, this woman, well, her husband had to actually leave the country due to some work-related reasons.
Okay.
My husband and I were planning on moving out of the country.
They did everything correct when it came to selling his father's collection to Bricks and Minifigs.
Yeah.
So they got his Library of Alexandria of Lego collection. They got the fucking One Piece. And
One
basically
piece
it
of
was the
Legos.
entire story. And when she informed corporate about this, they said that, you know what, there is a seller who is potentially interested in owning in that area. And then it went straight down the shitter.
I appreciate it. Thank you so
spiraled
much.
into some degeneracy where they informed
I'm putting this on your head now. That's what you get. I literally implanted it into your forehead.
her that they
Ow.
were terminating her
Yeah.
franchise agreement. They were threatening to call the cops on her. You're excommunicado here, like it's fucking John Wick. And she made a point to say, you know, this isn't right.
I claim this
not
land.
comfortable. I'm not leaving
For
without doing
Gage.
inventory. But they wanted her out of there. You know, hit the road, Buster. And it's actually backed up by irrefutable evidence.
She was actually able to save all the security camera footage from that night,
Okay.
proving that everything she just said is true.
All the footage and evidence is there. In the security cam footage, it's him at the store kicking her out. In that footage they sent us is Crystal asking him, how am I supposed to pay this guy? These are sets he has not been paid for. King Corporation is sitting there on video saying they're going to take it.
After this,
Oh. So from my understanding, they're like pretending to steal it. Like they're like, we're gonna steal it, quote unquote, but like because we can't pay for it. That's
woman got kicked out of her own store. She called Brian explaining how corporate just came down and is now trying to take the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection without paying for it.
I feel like I
what?
have to be extremely careful and pussyfoot around what I'm allowed to show, but in Reckless Ben's video, he does show the security camera footage, and it does have someone go in confirming that they are taking on that business, and most notably, a very important thing that is captured on film is him saying that they also take on the consignment. That means that they are legally taking on the responsibility of Brian's Legos. At
Yeah.
least, as I understand it, that's how it seems to be. That is something very important to remember going forward.
Yeah. So the company, the Legos and Bits or whatever, should have fought for Bricks and Minifigs. Kaka. Yeah, they should have fought for his stuff because that's their, like they own it
I mean,
or they're watching
how
over
do you
it.
possibly wiggle your way out of that one? That's pretty indefensible. It's right
So
there
a verbal agreement? No, there was a contract. There was like a written contract. There's like they literally showed it.
on camera, 4K in the cringe compilation. It feels like checkmate to me, but this is Bricks and Minifigs we're talking about. These
Bricks
are
and-
super villains here. We got
Bricks
some like
and
actual
Minifigs.
diabolical demons
Ragey Bricks and Minifigs.
in that food chain. So Brian, the son, reached out asking, well, what happened to the previous owner? And that's when he was informed that, oh, she's gone. She went straight to Valhalla. Corporate's taking this over now. And I was like, okay, well, what about my collection? All that vintage Star Wars that you have in your store right now on your shelves, that's ours, and we haven't been paid for it. We have a contract. We have all of this evidence of this deal, and still haven't been paid. And things soured. They weren't willing to play ball with that.
Was that him or was that me? Do you hear that?
We have a contract. We have all of this evidence of this deal, and still haven't been paid. And things
Okay, that's so him. That was so him. That was so him.
soured. They weren't willing to play ball with that, and then eventually it led to Brian and the store here, the new guy,
Okay.
clenching.
I was like
where
freaking out. I was
he
like, is that
okay,
him?
So like, what's next steps here? Maybe we go to court. And the guy, according to Brian, crossed his arms, and really he had an exorcism moment there. He really.
It was Charlie. It's literally his OBS being like, hey man, you're recording way too long. 7 minutes is enough.
mask slip. He let the evil out, and was basically just threatening him, saying like, look, if we go in this route, we are going to basically bleed you dry. We are going to drain the piss from your balls legally, and it will end up costing you more than you would have ever gotten for this collection in the first place. So if that's what you want to do, buckle your seatbelt. That kind of thing.
What?
And Brian's like, okay, well, what was I supposed to do? Because Brian's father, the owner of this collection, has had health problems, and it's not exactly something they can afford to do, getting into this
Buckle?
extremely lengthy,
Is that what he
extremely
said?
expensive legal battle. So,
Yeah, guys, he did say fuckle. Okay, there wasn't a question about it. He did say fuckle. All right.
now that brings us to Reckless Ben's involvement here, because there aren't a ton of options for
Yeah.
Brian's family. And since that interaction, they have been flooding their social media page with those vintage Star Wars Legos that they still haven't paid for.
Oh, I would be so pissed. I would be so angry if you literally stole those from me and then also were like, look what we have in our possession. Mint condition. Bro. Oh my god. I'd be livid. The audacity, bro. I'd be so livid. Oh my god. That's like literally shit. That's like shitting in your cereal, and then also after you shit in your cereal, then farting in your eyes so that you can't see. Okay.
Which feels like they are just gloating and goatseeing, just
Horrible.
openly mocking Brian and his father's collection, just insulting the family.
And why are the cops not helping?
But luckily for Brian, a YouTuber ended up catching wind of this story and created a team of YouTubers to do whatever they could to get Brian his Legos back.
Buffpup dance,
Aw, that's so
Buffpup love, Buffpup
nice.
freak.
The internet's great, you
This
know.
is the full inventory of
Internet's
all
great.
the sets and minifigs.
We can figure out how to get this guy his money and his stuff back.
But right after they started, they instantly stopped working on this case. So I called one of them to find out why.
So they were threatening legal action against us. You know, Bricks and Minifigs, which is a pretty big company who probably has way more resources than we can, really put up a fight against.
Bricks and Minifigs knows that they can
Bro, this is exactly...
Hey, if you think you're mad now, wait till you actually finish the video.
Guys, this is why... Okay, I'm sorry. This is like... I don't know if you guys know this about me. I think you guys do. I am so... Like, my brain is so, like... I don't trust anybody. I don't trust anything. I don't trust corporate. I don't trust anything. I don't fucking trust anything. I've always been like this. I don't trust anything. I'm like, low-key in conspiracy theory, like, shit, okay? Like, I'm literally, like... Same. I'm literally like, so I feel like I would consider myself pretty street smart that I just don't fucking trust anybody, okay? You're too normal. So anytime I see this shit, I'm always just like, it's like unfortunate because I'm shocked but not surprised. You know what I mean? I'm shocked, but I'm like, okay, like, yep, classic.
Tro's money go fetch.
Whoa! Oh!
You absolutely have to keep
Thank you.
watching.
Thank you so much
Everything
for the
you bring up will
5K
be
biddies.
debunked or
Holy
tripled
shit!
down the line.
Thank
This
you.
shit
Oh my
is so
god,
insane
thank you so
that
much.
you have to keep going and keep watching.
Holy shit. Oh yeah. This is literally a mini series, guys. This is like actually like a mini series. If you guys need to go watch that documentary called How to Make a Murderer. This is exactly the same shit where, okay, TLDR, the documentary is about this guy. This woman unfortunately gets killed. And this guy is like, it was in his like yard or whatever, and he was like, I didn't do that or whatever, and the cops literally do everything in their power to make it seem like he did it, and this guy goes to jail for like fucking 10 years for not doing it, and the cops just keep fucking him over and over again because they don't want to like do anything about it. And it's the craziest documentary ever. It's like actually low-key exactly like this. Like, it is like so crazy. It is like actually insane. It's the craziest documentary ever. It's like, it's
just bully anyone that tries to expose them with frivolous
You guys should
lawsuits.
watch it.
So this story here wasn't something that totally flew under the radar. There were people that knew about it. So there was a group of YouTubers that wanted to...
Also, wait, when did this happen? Like, did this just recently happen, or has this been going on for like a year? When the YouTubers started looking into it, the past year. Okay.
Try their best to get him his money for his collection. But when they picked up the case, they were allegedly threatened with legal action from Bricks and Minifigs, which is something we've seen countless times in the past with these corporations that when some of the dirtiness starts to hit the mainstream, they then lash out litigiously to silence them. Like Reckless Bin says, to bully them into this submission because they know they have more money and they are going to use that against these YouTubers that don't have the means of fighting against a company of their size.
Oh yeah, Mary, we could watch it at 1.25 speed. Hold on, wait.
Now, what happens next in the video is something I'm not sure if I'm allowed to share. In Reckless Bin's video, I've noticed he's edited it to have like blurs around the video, but it's not actually blurring anything, but I think he was trying to with the YouTube editing tool. So I'm just going to describe what happens, and if you want to see it, go to Reckless Bin's video for it. But he actually goes directly to the Bricks and Minifig, 16-hour drive with his friends. He went there and he was wearing the glasses that you can record with, which you've seen a bunch of fucking TikTok pranksters using for nefarious means. But he goes there and he just asks the employee, hey, I'm here inquiring about Brian's collection. He uses the name Brian. And immediately, they've only had like 2 sentences shared between them where he says, hello, and she says, hello, you know, how are you, that kind of thing. And then he says, hey, I'm here to ask about this Lego collection from Brian. And then she instantly says, you need to leave. And then she starts putting up a big stink about how she's being harassed, even though he hasn't said anything else. He's just mentioned Brian's Legos and asked him, like, what's the deal with all of that?
Dude.
She instantly starts playing this card of like, he's harassing me, holy fuck, it hurts, and then she gets on the phone, talking about, like, check the cameras, this fucking creep psychopath has come in harassing me, all because he's asked
I'm gonna
about
crash
Brian's
out.
Legos. She then tried to give him the runaround saying, like, this is corporate, not me.
That's crazy that, like, they already, because they've just been so in the shit, they're already, like, the mention of his name makes them all freak out. That's crazy.
Scram, dweeb, take it up with corporate. But he already went to corporate, and he showed more footage of that interaction where they at corporate were saying, well, you gotta take it up with her. So they're just giving him the runaround, just sending him on a wild
My
goose
favorite
chase
part
here.
is with the cult. What? What? The cult? Oh my god. Okay. Like... Okay, wait, no spoilers.
Of hot potato that nobody wants to actually, like, take responsibility for. Eventually, he does get the owner of that shop on the horn and says, hey, I'm looking to get these Legos back
Holy
from my
fuck, I'm
friend.
so excited.
And he keeps saying, why do you think you're entitled to our inventory? And then he says, like, hey, look, I have the contract.
If anything, that wasn't a spoiler. That makes me more excited. That makes me more fucking excited because that means it's gonna get so fucking crazy, bro. I'm so excited.
They're still his Legos.
Buckle your
And
seatbelt.
by the contract that they have Brian with this store, seems like they are indeed still his Legos. So he's saying, hey, they're his. And he goes, you stupid? Are you stupid? Are you an idiot? That's what the owner keeps saying to this guy. And then the police arrive.
Of
We
course.
have them in the store and we just like to pick them up, I guess, because they were going to sell it for us, but I guess they're not selling it for us anymore.
But does it sound like they want you here, right? So they
Well, but they have our set, so yeah.
I understand that. Right here, the fact there is that they don't want you, they're a privately owned store, and they don't want you on the way.
But I don't want them to keep the Lego set sale.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
The police officer.
Bitch, my shit's in there. This is where I would be aggressive, where I would be like, if you don't want me to go in, this is where I would be like, if you don't want me to go in, then can you go get them for me? That's where I would be. I would be like, you, as a police officer, if you don't want me in there, I can stand out here and you can go get them. Because that's my property. Like, that's where I would be like so pissed off. I'd be like, I don't have to go in. You go in.
Literally didn't care at all that the store just stole $200,000 worth of Legos. For some reason, he made it seem like I was the bad guy.
So you are trespassed from here. So
Okay.
trespass for life. So if you come back.
Oh, for life?
Yeah. If you come back, you could be arrested.
This part I feel
Okay, then you go in. I will step away. Then you go in and you fucking go get my shit. Then you go get it.
like I can show. This is now outside of the business interacting with law
God.
enforcement, so I'm pretty sure
I'd be
this one's
so
okay.
pissed.
You can see this interaction. So the officer shows up because the lady had called the police about all of this, and he is now being trespassed for life. He is blacklisted from entering this Bricks and Minifigs forever, till the heat death of the universe. And Reckless Ben is trying to explain, hey, I'm here because we had a deal. They're not selling the Legos, so I'm here to try and get them back. And he's not listening to it at all. He's not even entertaining the idea of, like, maybe he had a reason to be here. Maybe there is something going on.
Brian did warn me that the police are active.
I'm sorry, his face right here be like, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's just like the face that he's giving is like, yeah, I don't care.
Trying to cover this up. So Brian and I are now officially trespassed from the store. And if we ever come back to ask for his own Lego collection back, then we are going to be arrested.
Is there, I guess, a reason why they're able to just take all the Legos and not give it back, or?
So, we just gotta, like,
I just have to leave?
So, leave now.
Now,
Okay. You're obviously getting paid to do something, because, like, there's no way in hell that an officer would just not be there to answer questions. That's like literally the whole fucking job.
I've watched a lot of body cams. I'm something of a connoisseur of body cams, and this behavior from the officer is a little peculiar because in instances of like someone being trespassed, I've usually seen like a conversation about like, what was your purpose here? Like, why were you here in the first place? And he's trying to explain like, hey, look, they took this from me, like my friend. And then he's even asking the officer, well, what can I do to get it back then? And instead of answering that question, he's just like, nope, you've just got to leave. Which is odd because typically if there is like an actual reason for them being there, the officer in the past, from what I've seen, has guided them to like, hey, we'll take it up with this department, or we can look into this later, file a report, that kind of thing. The officer's not doing anything like that. He is instantly just shutting that shit down, putting the on it.
The whole point of like the police officer even being there is to answer questions and to fucking file shit. That's like the whole fucking point. That's like the whole point. That's like a whole point of you being there. That's like the whole point. You're there to answer questions.
Just reiterating that you've got to leave. And like, I understand he was called there solely to trespass.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You can say like, we can handle this, you know, through the official channels, through this way, if there is actually a grievance here, but for now, you just have to leave the property. That's how I've seen it handled in the past. Now, since he was trespassed from that location, he went back to corporate and actually talked with the CEO of Bricks and Minifigs. His name is Ammon McNeff, and he just instantly goes liar, liar, pants on fire mode. Again, this is filmed with his glasses here, so I don't know if I'm allowed to show it. But if you
just imagine the CEO just stay there with his like pants on fire and be like, yeah, I don't want to talk to you. Yeah, actually, I don't want to talk to you about any of this. And his pants are just like lit. Yeah, actually, I don't want to talk about it.
See it, I guess, while it's still up on Reckless.
Don't care. I don't want to hear it.
He's now denying that they even have Brian's Legos. He's like, who is Brian? I've never heard of that guy. So then Ben pulls up their social media, showing all the posts that they have made about Brian's collection, his vintage stuff.
Dude, people are, I'm sorry, it's so funny that... Did you forget that like social media exists? Like, girl, we're not in like the fucking 90s anymore where there's like barely an internet. Like, you posted all that shit.
Legos, showing them that they are literally flaunting it, and even showing like where they talk about the value of his collection, showing it to his face that they do have his Legos.
My
so
God.
Even though he keeps like outright denying it, their own social media betrays his words.
LOL.
And it goes the same way it always seems to with these Bricks and Minifigs zombies. This guy actually has a cartoonishly evil mustache. He's got a twirled mustache, and he ends up just saying, you know what,
like
you're on, get the fuck out of here, don't know what you're talking about. If you come back, you'll be arrested. So he gets the police on there, and he's basically been trespassed there, so he can't step foot. He then, through a series of plans, gets a employee of the store on his side, gets the owner's number, and then calls the owner directly, and finally presents the contract to the owner, who is once again doing the same thing the CEO was, saying, I don't know what Legos you're talking about, we don't have these.
Again, him having the contract, amazing. You're so hot for that. Never do anything without a contract.
Legos, what are you blabbering about, weirdo? So he sends him the contract. He's like, oh, well, I never signed that contract. There's no signed contract with me. And he's right, because it is the previous owner's name on there. But the thing is, when they took it over, they said that they are taking on those previous business agreements. They are taking on the consignments like this Lego collection that they had from Brian, which they are still actively hawking. They still have it, and they haven't paid for it. So that excuse can't work. I don't feel like there's some leak.
You can't do that. Doesn't work like that. People are so dumb. People are so dumb. Piss me off.
Loophole there. And then Brian talks about how when he tried to sue them, oh, I forgot to mention, the owner, of course, tried to play hardball, saying, well, sue me then. If that's how the law works, sue me. Because he knows that as this big corporation, they have enough resources to drag it out and make it very painful for just the average Joe Schmo. And then Brian starts to talk about how when he did try and sue them, go through the legal channels, it wasn't exactly smooth sailing, or
Yeah, of course.
Brian already tried to sue him, and it didn't work.
We've been to a couple attorneys and they basically spelled it out saying, here's the path that's going to happen if you go down each of these routes. They're now in Spain, so we're getting into that whole international thing just to have an injunction on the store to have them go back and prove. That's like $60,000 to $70,000.
Yeah, Bricks and Minifigs
6'7"
knows that Brian and his dad don't have nearly enough resources to sue a company as big as Bricks and Minifigs.
He's like, we're gonna keep these. You're gonna walk away from this. You're not coming back. And if you choose to sue us, we will drag this out in court till it is well past what this collection is worth.
Which is something he touched on earlier.
Okay, but like also that would piss me off so much to the principal. Bro, I wouldn't even give a fuck at this point. Already, we're not even halfway through the first video. At this point, I wouldn't even give a fuck. I'd be like, I would be so.
Hi, Buff.
Hi, yo, thank you so much for 4 months. Reckless, thank you.
With the initial threats that were made against him when he tried.
Reckless Ben just released a new video about it 20 minutes ago. It's still going. Oh my god, bro, we gotta catch up.
Either the payment for his father's Lego collection, which we
gotta catch up,
or getting the Legos back, which they're refusing to do.
Oh my god,
they have this huge inventory that they have not paid for. They have not fulfilled the obligations of the contract with the store, and he is not getting them back. And they're saying he's not entitled to it. It's so fucking disgusting, man.
Their tagline, because it's boring, and I changed it to "We steal from old people." And now the tagline's actually.
This is the type of petty shit I like. Yes. Yes. You should then you should also you should what's it called? Put this under trademark and be like, yeah, it's actually a different company. It's called We Steal from Old People. Bricks and Minifigs.
Really accurate. Also added a cute little company logo.
Yeah, there you go.
And this is my plan of how I'm gonna make it into court with Bricks and Minifigs.
Yeah.
For free. Is where I'm gonna make my grand reveal. You see, this entire time, my company name was actually called We Steal from Old People.
Yeah.
Yeah, the words Bricks and Minifigs, that's just the company tagline. In America, there's no specific law
Yes!
that says whether the...
That's literally what I was saying! Yes! Fucking put it under, yes! Oh my god, oh my god. This is the type of petty shit that I'm talking about. Yes, that's literally what I was just saying.
Tagline has to be above
I
or
literally
beneath the company name. So
yes!
I'm just allowed to do this.
So his plan basically became to goad Bricks and Minifig into opening a lawsuit against him under the belief that they've stolen their name. And his Uno reverse card was, didn't steal their name. That's the tagline. The name of the company is actually We Steal from Old People. So he did actually incorporate it. He does have a website for We Steal from Old People, where they're like selling merch and all of that. And I'm not a fucking lawyer. I don't know if that works. In my noodle up here, it feels like.
So when you just as someone who knows a little bit, when you do trademarks and law and stuff like that, when it comes to like when you apply for a trademark, they literally just look for like, is your logo original enough to where you can trademark it yourself? So technically you could be like, yeah, it looks original enough. Here's blah, 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 whatever. Okay. And as long as like, also another thing, which is really funny, is that if you have a company, like let's say you have a company in like cards or whatever, if your company is based for like clothing and not cards, then you can technically have the same company name, but it's technically fine because it's like a different company and it doesn't compete with the current company. So if you were like, hey, I want to have, I don't know, like Minifigs produce or whatever, Bricks and Minifigs produce, you could technically do that because it's in a different sector of like the whole thing. So technically you could do that and then they could argue and they could be like, well, you saw our logo. You'd be like, yeah, but I'm in a different sector, so it really doesn't fucking matter. So you could literally get so cheeky with it.
He did take directly their logo.
And he's probably doing it. He took their logo and he probably made it a clothing company because it sounds like he's making clothing company, which has nothing to do with toys. That has nothing to do with toys or anything. And also, if Bricks and Minifigs hasn't done clothing at all, then technically they wouldn't be able to do it.
Go Bricks and Minifigs, it would still probably be a problem, even if it isn't the name of the company. It's still just being like the tagline.
Fijibon car dealership.
Might create brand confusion that could get them on the hook for an issue. I don't really know, but the plan was
crazy.
Instead of paying tons and tons and tons in legal fees to sue them, flip it so that way they are paying the legal fees to sue Ben. So that way they can get into court with them. And
dude, oh my god, that's so smart.
Hopefully reveal their shady, potentially illegal business practices. Now, what it does do, and again, I don't think I can show any of the footage here from it, but what it does do is it whittles down the owner, Josh, where it does seem like he starts to get really antsy and start to kind of panic a little bit. So he has another conversation with Ben, and he's like, look, this is what I need. I'll give the Legos back if I get a written apology from Brian. You're such a fucking twerp, Josh.
Yeah, literally.
All of the negative comments taken off.
Shut the fuck up, bro. How about you take my apology and shove it up your fucking asshole and get fucked? like what the hell? An apology for what?
Off. Only positive reviews, that kind of thing. So he is like actually holding the Legos hostage for these deliverables here.
He might like that.
Fucking loser, man.
Yeah, so basically before Brian can get his Star
Dude, his face on the left is literally me hearing that. Me being like, what? Bye, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Wars Lego collection back, he has to write Bricks and Minifigs an apology letter for making this Facebook post. Bricks and Minifigs really doesn't like this Facebook post being up.
83 years old, like $100,000. Oh, boo-hoo.
Because in this Facebook post, Brian calls Bricks and Minifigs out
Boo-hoo.
for stealing his Lego Star Wars collection.
I'm not apologizing for shit.
Yeah, you ain't. Woo! Yeah. Hell yeah, you ain't.
It is just egregious to demand that the guy who only wants to either get the Legos back that his father has collected over the course of his life or get paid.
Also, do you know what would fucking happen too? This is literally me. Sorry, I'm like, I'm getting so heated. This is literally what would happen because the guy, I don't trust fucking nobody, okay? This is what would happen. You would write a written apology, okay? You would write the written apology, they would post it, and then they wouldn't do fucking shit, okay? Because it's all based on a verbal agreement. They wouldn't do fucking bullshit. They would be like, oh, thanks for the written apology. Thank you so much. And then they would literally just fucking keep it because they wouldn't give a fuck. That's literally what would happen.
Paid for the Legos that you still have from his father's collection is the one that is needing to apologize. I agree with Brian. Like, on pure principle alone, that's just totally fucking unacceptable.
Yeah.
Like, to be the insufferable asshole who is knowingly engaging in this shadiness. I'll call it shadiness, but I think it's far harsher than that, but that's just allegedly. And then demanding that the guy who is representing his father, who is medication-ridden, who is not in the best of health, and only wanted to sell the collection to help with their living situation, is actually, like, the bad guy here, is just completely crazy. Plus, I don't trust them. I also would
think... No, not the consignment. The verbal agreement was what I'm saying, is that them going to them in like a fucking McDonald's and being like, yeah, you just have to do a written apology. That is like a verbal like agreement that they're agreeing to verbally. Like,
however,
fuck that.
in certain states or maybe the whole US, a verbal contract is legally binding.
Yeah, but like there's so many, even though that people say that verbal contracts are legally binding, there's so many times where people go around them and like try to make it be like, well, it technically isn't on paper. Like there's so many ways to like get around it, and people do that shit all the time. People will find loopholes to shit all the fucking time. They'll be like, well, yeah, well, I mean, it was at McDonald's at 4 p.m. and like that's like, you know, when the sun isn't out. Like, I never said that. It's AI. Like especially with AI stuff now.
Even if Brian did write that
it's
apology
like fucking...
and take down the negative posts and like, oh,
yeah,
the
sun
posts going forward, fist bumps and all that, I still would be skeptical.
Like,
my friend is a professional Lego builder, and he told me it wasn't my problem until people started attacking my friends at insert local town name here, Bricks and Minifigs, even though they're just retail workers. So now it's my problem.
That's crazy. Dude, that's crazy.
They would even follow through with giving the Legos back, or if they would just use that as evidence when they do get to the next steps. Like, oh no, look, Brian apologized, so Brian was in the wrong.
Right.
It was a big misunderstanding. See, Brian apologized, because then they would have that in writing, and
exactly.
They'd be able to use that. It would likely be admissible in court should it get there.
Exactly.
So I would also be wary of doing this for that reason too.
Exactly. That's what I said.
Even if he did start writing the apology, and it's the most sincere thing ever, I still don't think they would actually give him his Legos back. It would just be used as a weapon against him.
Exactly. Oh my God, Charlie, you and I, same brain length. I literally just,
And this is something that Brian also made a mention of as it being a trap.
Exactly.
And Ben actually had a really good idea.
Yes, Charlie, yes.
Nothing they say or do matters.
Yes, Charlie, you and I, same brain.
Here. Time passes by, they keep stalling, like, oh yeah, no quick update, but soon we'll have it. These are all conversations that he's had over the phone with these fucking
They're gonna drag their feet forever.
Again, this is Legos, by the way. And they just keep not giving the Legos over a week, 2 weeks, I already forgot, but it was a long time had passed, and then they eventually try making peace with Amanda again, which is the lady from the very beginning who just keeps getting the police on the horn to try and have them arrested, and that's still not working. And then it turns out, apparently, they don't have his Legos to give back anyway.
Huh. Interesting. Huh. Huh.
He's saying the shelves are empty. There is no Legos to even give back, which is very contradictory to what Josh said not too long ago about like, oh yeah, we'll definitely give it back after this apology. It's coming, and they'd stall.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god.
For so long about. Oh yeah.
This is why you don't trust shit. You don't trust anybody, guys. Literally don't fucking trust anybody.
You know, big hiccup here, you know, unforeseen circumstances there, that kind of thing. And now they're saying, oh no, we just don't have it to give back. So these are just actual fucking degenerate scammers, allegedly, is what it looks like. These are just fucking...
Good thing they made that logo. Good thing they made that logo, where it says, we steal from old people. I'm glad that we're keeping the tradition alive.
Awful people here at Bricks and Minifigs.
So basically, these are my two options. I can do what Josh wants me to do and shut up, which I can say right now.
Just this like, sorry, this picture where it's just like his small face and it just says, shut up.
Now, I'm definitely not doing that. So what's the alternative? I can, I guess, raise hundreds of thousands of dollars somehow, and then maybe spend 3 to 4 years in court fighting them. And
that sounds so fun.
If I win, then we can finally get the family their Legos back. Yeah, both of these options suck. Or maybe I can somehow find a way to engineer a third option, which I call option number 3.
Wow.
Small claims court. Think about it. Small claims court is basically just like big boy court, except it costs basically nothing. You get a judgment pretty much instantly.
After another hostile conversation with Josh where...
Oh, smart, smooth.
Josh is melting down again.
Or fourth option. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Judge Judy. All right, we go on Judge Judy. Okay. Yeah. All right. We get Judge Judy. We get her to talk about it. Oh my god, yes.
They're still not giving the Legos back after he promised he would do, you know.
Still small claims court? Yeah, but small claims court on TV. And also, Judge Judy don't give no shit. She will literally fucking kill a bitch.
Again, Josh is a man of his word, according to the phone calls here. It now has boiled down to only one option left, which is small claims court, because the big court is way too expensive. Now, what happened next, I couldn't actually believe. I was stunned. I can't recommend watching this video.
Isn't she dead? She's not dead. Is she? I don't think she's dead. No, Judge Judy's not dead. Okay, oh, thank God. I almost got scared.
Went through all the proper motions and channels from what I can see. Again, I'm not an expert, but it looks like they did squeak out the W with the small claims. Like they didn't actually show up or do anything like they were supposed to. Bricks and Minifig, that is. So
they threw Legos at her and she exploded. Oh no.
And the gang, they did win that, and when they went to collect, they actually shut down the store permanently. That was their response to it. They just
they like pretended to go bankrupt. They were like, we're just gonna shut this down. You can't do anything about it. You are so
closed operations of that location. Holy shit.
Since they didn't respond, you can move forward with a motion for default judgment.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Wouldn't that like, I'm sorry, but wouldn't that like help your case? If they literally were like, yeah, we're gonna shut down, like, wouldn't that give you all rights to be like, okay, well, if you shut down, then like, you're not, then the contract is whatever.
Much. Yes, since Bricks and Minifigs didn't respond, it looks like we win by default.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you won the court case.
Wait, what?
I couldn't believe it. Literally one day after we filed motion for default judgment, they permanently closed down the store. At first, it did feel kind of cool that our plan worked so well, it completely shut them down. But pretty quickly it sunk in that we are not the winners here. The only winners today is Bricks and Minifigs. Now, there's absolutely no way to hold this store liable for what they...
Dude, they literally just left it all in there. They left it. Like, can I just like open the door? Like, can I just like open the fucking door? Can I just like go in? It's like, I mean, like technically, like, but if you can get arrested, no. It's free loot at this point.
Yeah. I guess Bricks and Minifigs was kind of embarrassed by this decision and forgot to mark online that their store is closed. So over the next few days, a bunch of negative reviews started coming in of people expecting an open store, but then being met with this.
Fucking cinema. Like, yes,
Cinema.
it is not a good ending because now they still haven't paid Brian for the collection, and they still got to get away with.
Okay, but the funny part is that they literally were trying to avoid negative reviews constantly because of that one Twitter post, and now all they got was negative reviews. They got exactly the opposite of what they wanted.
all of it. They just closed this one store,
Cinema.
but they're still a big corporation. So, like Ben said, they are still kind of the winners here, even though they lost the small claims court here. They just shut this down and move on. But it did end with a flood of negative reviews for Bricks and Minifigs because, well, they didn't even really inform their customers about this closure because it was so instantaneous after the small claims default judgment, I guess. Pretty fucking wacky. What a diabolical company. Again, this is all over Legos, by the way. And the cops at no point were ever on like the side of Ben, and yet still they were able to squeeze out something I think pretty impressive here. The cops were always on Bricks and Minifig's side, even at times seemingly going out of their way to be on their side, which is extremely annoying. Like, I don't think they were getting, money under the table for their cooperation or anything like that. It is just one of those things where I guess they just believe that the business can do no wrong and that this must just be some wacky psycho doing shit.
This is part one, by the way. The fact that there's like 5 videos of this is actually insane. Like the fact that it took us like 30 to 40 minutes to get through one video is like, I'm actually like shitting myself.
But really, Bricks and Minifigs are the bad guys here.
Bro,
from
this
all
legit
available
keeps
evidence.
getting worse.
And the only way to let the world
Part
know
2 of this
is for me
shit
to give
goes
them an
crazy.
official closing
Also,
ceremony.
the Instagram of the actual brand locked replies and comments.
Permanent close. We stole
Legit
families' life
hoping
savings. They
Lego
sued. We
Susan for
lost
them
by closing the
pulling
store.
this shit.
We got off having to pay the family and what we owed. Yes.
I guess someone driving by happened to take a picture of the sign we put up and posted it on social media. And pretty much immediately, we started going absolutely viral.
Yes! Woo! Love it. I love being, oh my God, I love this petty shit. Oh my
The
God.
entire world has now seen this crime that Bricks and Minifigs is
Yes!
committed. And because of this, they finally marked on Google that their store is permanently closed.
About this Bricks and Minifigs in Salem, Oregon that's got this sign out in front of it.
It's been over a week. The sign is still up, and people have been traveling from all over just to come and take a picture with this sign.
If you drive through Kozer, you may have noticed a mysterious sign appear recently outside the closed Mini Bricks
Holy
and store.
fuck, bro.
I had to yap about this. It was an incredible video. Again, I highly recommend you go watch the entire thing from Reckless
Holy
Ben.
fuck.
I just couldn't help but blabber about it. Fucking home run of a video here.
Yeah.
And a big fuck you to Bricks and Minifigs. Anyway, that's really about it. So yeah. I don't even know how to...
Drew, Charlie, Drew. Okay, hold on, wait. Guys, there's literally another, we're only on video
I have
one.
to do a follow-up to this.
Guys,
back shots is really delicious.
Guys, thank you, Froggy. Thank you. There's 5 I just want to let you guys know that there's 5 videos to this, okay? 5 videos. All right.
The video earlier today covering the Lego scandal. If you haven't watched that video, nothing I'm going to talk about makes sense here. It's going to be all mumbo jumbo. It's going to sound like that episode of Rugrats where Spike was hearing Tommy Pick's parents talk, and it was just all. So if you don't know anything about the Lego scandal, you can either watch.
Critical facts are often lost. While we will not litigate this online, which they are currently doing, we want to clarify the core situation.
I'm sorry, are they wearing t-shirts of their logo? Is that the one where it's literally the t-shirt where it says Bricks and Minifigs we steal from old people?
Okay, so
oh, love it.
They're saying so. Right now, they're saying this is all a big misunderstanding. Ben has edited these clips to make us look bad, but we're not really bad. Now, for the rest of this article, we're going to share our side that Ben left out. Is what I'm assuming they're saying here, right?
Oh my God. Guys, we're actually not that bad. Actually, all the filming and editing and stuff like that just makes us look really bad. But actuality, we're not really bad. Okay, we're not a bad corporation with billions of dollars. We actually don't. Not bad. Shut the fuck up.
That is exactly what they're saying, and this sounds like the quintessential PR speak, boilerplate, template shit, nothing sincere, nothing genuine, just a desperate attempt from a PR firm to try and save face for their client here, Bricks and Minifigs. And there is just the standard jargon here. They are doing this because right now they are in hot water. They've got their nuts dipped into candle wax right now, and it's starting to burn. Everyone assumes...
Dude, imagine going to, like, the Yankee Candle store and, like, just dipping your balls in wax and being like, can I do this? And they're like, yeah, ouch. Ouch!
Spitballs at them. Everyone's on the top turnbuckle, throwing tomatoes, screeching boo for good reason, because they look like huge assholes here, and from all available evidence, they are in the wrong.
Basil would, he would.
Outright refusing. There are tons and tons of recorded phone calls and interactions with the top brass of Bricks and Minifig, just outright denying, lying, and refusing to give him his Legos back.
Let's see their side. So it says the reality of the consignment claim. Much of the online narrative centers around a private consignment arrangement allegedly made by former Salem store. It is vital to understand that Bricks and Minifigs Corporate was not a party to this alleged agreement, nor were subsequent...
Okay, so we're lying. Okay, so we're just making shit up. We're just making shit up. So we're just cuckoo-wee-whizzing all over the place.
Franchises who took the ownership of the Salem location after the former owners were removed. So Bricks and Minifigs does have a point here. The previous owner, according to Bricks and Minifigs franchise agreement, they're not supposed to do consignments. They're supposed to buy the Legos and then sell them. So I think the old owner broke the rules.
And that's a very fair point. So a big portion of this revolves around that consignment. So...
Okay, well then it's on fucking whatever her name was, Samantha or whatever. Then it's on her.
The old owner maybe went against protocol here when she took on board the Lego inventory, and then what happened is she and her husband, they were getting out of the area, and then a new owner was coming in. They basically kicked him to the curb instantly.
My shit smells better than the bullshit Bam is throwing.
And there's even video camera footage of her saying, well, what about this inventory? I'm uncomfortable leaving with this inventory that I haven't finished here. And they said, it is on camera, it is on security camera footage. You can hear the guy say that they take on the business, endeavors that are already in place, and even explicitly mentions consignment. He says that they are taking on the consignment. But let's just go ahead and assume that he's not representative of the whole company and can't make that call on his own. He can't go up there and just fucking hit a dinger himself and say, you know what, we will take the consignment. If they don't do consignment, then what legal leg do they have to stand on to continue to hoard this inventory from Brian's father?
And approve or authorize this arrangement, which is further proof of why they should not have the Legos in the store. If this is something that the brand doesn't do, if Bricks and Minifigs doesn't do consignment deals, then they should just give the Legos back, right? There's no reason for these Legos to be in their store. They didn't pay for them. They're not doing a business deal with Brian anymore. So just give them back. Easy solution. Franchisees operate...
They literally could have avoided all of this because I'm sure this has been going on. Obviously at this point, this has been going on because the last time the guy talked, he said it was like, they gave me 9 months of stress. So this has obviously been going on for over a year. They could have literally fucking not even use, they could have avoided all this for like a fucking year. They gave everybody stress. They gave everybody like fucking debt. They gave everybody like everything for nothing.
Independent businesses. While they must follow system standards, the franchisor does not automatically inherit responsibility for private unauthorized agreements a local owner may enter into. This is basically corporate saying, hey, we can't control our franchises, right? Yeah. And then, but the problem is when you go to the franchises, they say, well, corporate told us to do this.
Which is the runaround he was getting in the initial coverage.
Oh my god.
The situation where it was, corporate said this, and then corporate's like, no, it's up to them. And then, no, it's corporate. So just back and forth, just fucking wild goose chase. But here's
there
the thing.
are existing laws for this. If I take my car to a dealership and the mechanic working on it quits, they can't just sell my car. This is theft by conversion.
Exactly.
Again, consignment may be fully against their policy. But
imagine being petty and
deal did happen. There was a contract in place. So if you're taking it over and you are not taking over the consignment, you're not taking over everything that the business had already had contracts for, then you, I don't believe, can legally still have that inventory, right? So how can you possibly say no when the owner of it is requesting it back? And how can you then make threats against them for it and vilify them for it? It is their product, and you are outright saying you don't do these deals. Thus, it's not your product. You didn't obtain it through the proper channels, and you know that. It is violative. And you are knowingly still keeping it and presumably selling it to your customers. They are openly advertising it all over the place on their socials.
The fact that the fact that the corporate, I feel like the part that bothers me the most is that the fact that the corporate was like obviously like advertising it for them, because they're like, oh yeah, like we don't do anything with like franchise or whatever, like, but they're obviously showing it is like the insane part.
But even by their own defense of themselves, it's product that they shouldn't even have in the first place, and they didn't pay for it or anything.
The corporate's like literally just
showing it. Is that not just stolen product point blank? I feel like it is. At least in my Neanderthal noodle here, again, I'm not a lawyer, but I don't see a world where you can come into a business, take it over, and then say like, all right, everything that happened before we got here no longer counts. But we are going to capitalize off some of those deals, so this product that was a big no-no in how we obtained it, we are still going to actively sell it and market it. And if he comes requesting it back, we are going to trespass him, threaten him, and fight tooth and nail to ensure he never gets those Legos back.
Yeah.
Serious claims require serious evidence. I do agree. We both agree with that.
Yeah, I think everyone agrees with that. I think the entire thing has been nothing but agreeing with that and showing video evidence.
You know who's to blame? That original store owner's husband and his stupid overseas job.
Ooh,
this all could have avoided if he just stayed home.
Ragey, exactly.
I fucking hate the corporation. That's such a huge asshole.
Him getting a new job.
But I can make this even worse. Imagine if you sent your multi-million-dollar Labubu collection to get graded and the place gets bought out and they steal your Labubus.
Listen, at this point in my life, guys, I've been scammed so many times, I'd just be like, okay, this is just my luck. Classic. I'd just be like, okay.
We repeatedly asked for the original documents and undoctored recordings that support these accusations. So isn't that funny? Didn't we try to get the evidence over to you guys?
Yeah, did I remember that time when I had all the evidence in my hand and I walked into the store and I just said, hey, here's all the evidence.
Hey, remember that time when I actually did exactly that, and then now you guys didn't want to see it, but now that's gotten to the point where you guys are pushed into the corner and can't do anything else, and now you want to see it? Interesting. Yeah.
I'm not judging you. Let's figure this out. And what did they do?
Dude, I love... Oh my god, my favorite phrase ever is literally like, I'm not talking shit, I'm just recounting exactly what happened. And it's literally like, that's what this entire thing feels like, where it's literally like, I'm literally not talking shit. You guys think I'm talking shit, I'm just recounting exactly what the fuck happened.
Like playing right now?
Yeah, let's roll the clip.
I'm going to play it safe here again. In this video, I'm not showing you those clips because they were recorded through like the glasses and stuff, but if you want to see it, I highly recommend going to Reckless Ben's channel to support him for this super thorough investigation. But they do have irrefutable proof that they did just take the full brass tacks evidence, no nonsense.
I'm talking smack, I'm
no
recounting facts. Yeah,
the actual cold hard facts. They did take it to them.
Oh my god.
They did nothing with it. Also, I don't know what they mean by undoctored recordings.
Dude, I'm getting so heated that my stitches are like I can feel them. I can feel my stitches on my stomach like swelling. Because I'm moving so much because I'm getting so heated. I like
where they could have like fudged anything. And again, they did actively try to just present all of the evidence to get it solved because the mission was to just get him his Legos back.
They still okay, I will.
And they didn't want to play ball with it. Instead, at every opportunity, they tried to have them arrested, trespassing them, claiming harassment. And they did actively work to try and get the law enforcement to throw them in the handcuffs and take them to the slammer. They tried all of the proper avenues of just presenting the evidence.
Please don't burst your stitches over like... Could you imagine? I pop a stitch because I'm getting heated about Legos.
It's in delivering the evidence to corporate and to the people.
The doctor's like, what? So what happened? I'm like, oh, well, I was watching this like fucking video about Legos and it literally pissed me off so much. It literally pissed me off so much.
In charge, but they refused it. They denied it. They lied. So what else are they going to do?
You could say that it's a real gut buster.
Well, this. Making a public spectacle out of it. Putting it on everyone's radar. Because this is a public service that they're doing here. Bricks and Minifigs seems to be an extremely shady corporation that no person should be dealing with. They seem to be doing some very under-the-table type shit that's very fucking odd. That it potentially was them stealing multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of Legos from at least Brian, but who knows, maybe others as well that just weren't able to get enough eyes on it like Brian and Ben were able to in this case. Who's to say? So them talking about it, presenting all of this is important to consumers out there who might have considered doing business with this company. And now, thanks to this investigation, they know, let's pump the brakes. Maybe we should steer clear of Bricks and Minifigs.
Ooh.
We were the ones that refused to give them the evidence.
Makes no sense. They literally go, we have repeatedly asked. Okay, that's bullshit. Selective social media posts and investigative style videos are not a substitute for the complete records and legal agreements that govern the rights of all involved parties.
Okay, let's put all the evidence right here. We got the consignment deal. We got the full inventory list that the Bricks and Minifigs store made that shows.
This is my favorite part. I love it. I love it, guys. Oh my god. I love it when I pull out the fucking Google document of all the information that you were wrong with. Oh my God, that is my favorite thing. The receipts, dude, there was one time, this was like a super long time ago, okay? That I worked for, I did a partnership with a company, okay? I don't work with this company anymore and haven't talked about this company in fucking years, okay? There was one time where they were like, they messaged me and they were like, hey, we're not gonna pay you this month because you didn't do X, Y, and Z, which was like basically like post on social media, do a clip, whatever. This was like 5+ years ago, guys. It was like a really long time ago. I literally, I made a Google document and I said, here's exactly the clip. Here's a time and stamp. Here's when I sent it to you. I took a screenshot of when I texted it to you. Here's exactly what I did. Here's exactly what you said. Here is what you requested of me. Here is what I put on my request. Here's exactly what I said. I literally, there was like, I guarantee, you could ask any VG1 member because they were there at the time. You could ask, I literally had this biggest document and it was like 10 pages long of exactly where they fucked up, why they fucked up, where the information was, how they wanted it, when they requested it. When they requested it 2 months ago, I took a screenshot of that. When they put it, and like literally fucking everything, and I put it in a fucking Google document, and I said, here, I hope this leaves no stone unturned, and I hope that you can see the reason why I'm upset. They instantly didn't say anything. They were like, your payment will be sent soon. I love that shit. That shit. Oh, it's the same thing. It's the same fucking thing when when the tax people, when I got audited and they were like, oh, you're a dumb bitch, you're gonna get audited. And I said, no, I'm fucking not. And I literally sat there for fucking like 2 weeks and I made a fucking document and I said, actually, blah, 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 blah. I've paid all my shit. Here's everything. And I'm like, blah, blah, whatever. And then they literally emailed me back and they were like, actually, you're the perfect example of a businesswoman and we owe you money. And I said, yeah, you fucking do, idiot. Yeah, you do, idiot. Okay, damn right. Okay, I literally, this is my favorite part because I hate it when somebody says you didn't do this, and I know for sure damn well, this is like the one thing that pisses me off. For damn well, I know I did.
Which sets were sold, which
I
sets
get
are still in the
so
store,
heated.
and which sets Brian has not been paid for.
I get so heated about
an
it.
Inventory list made by the store. Here's the security camera footage of corporate knowing there was a consignment deal. Here's all the metadata timestamps pictures.
Exactly. This is why you keep receipts. This is why you screenshot shit. This is why you literally keep everything. Okay, this is why you keep everything.
Still in the store when the owner got.
This is why you keep tax documents for like at least like 5 years. Because if for some reason a tax document comes back and it's like literally something whatever, this is literally why.
Kicked out. I've printed all of this proof out and tried to give it to them.
They did have the whole kit and caboodle here. This should have been something that never got to this point, never escalated to this point at all. And again, in that footage, the security cam footage, he himself calls out that, yeah, they're taking on...
Again, I don't trust anybody. I will also say that this is someone who has PTSD and CPTSD and OCD, guys. This is literally somebody who is very toxic brain mentality of having really bad trust issues, by the way. Okay, so I just want to also point out this is also low-key mental illness on my side.
When they take over. But again, maybe he doesn't have the authority to do so, but still, they shouldn't have this inventory then, and they should have no problem giving it back. And them in their statement saying, we've repeatedly requested you give us just the real stuff, not just some fucking bogus YouTube video. Ugh, the actual, fucking evidence here. And they have proven that they repeatedly did try to. The corporation here was never receptive to it. They never took it. They never wanted to deal with it. Instead, they were more interested in just trying to have them arrested and silenced and bullied using litigious threats. So this is just a complete fucking lie here in their statement about, like, we asked for it, but you just wanted to make a YouTube video. That's just not true. They did try.
If a legitimate claim exists, there are established legal and dispute resolution processes to handle it fairly. Attempting to...
Okay, that's where I would stop. Okay, so if I bring all this in, so you're gonna tell me that the outcome that you're gonna process and handle it fairly? The dispute resolution process to handle it fairly, guys, end it there. Cinema, I'm bringing it all in.
So
okay.
That was a fucking lie.
Yeah, exactly.
Force a business outcome through public pressure, especially on unrelated stores and employees, is not a productive or fair path forward.
Basically what they're saying is, let's figure this out the legal way. Well, we did what he said, actually. We did sue him.
Exactly. Let's figure this out the legal way. Okay, I'll do it again. Literally, I'll do exactly the same thing that I did before. I'll literally do it again.
And we won. And then they didn't like the legal way. Bricks and Minifigs was the one who didn't want to do it the legal way. Do you know why?
Because when they won, and they did win in small claims court, they did win. They took it the legal way.
Kitty, thanks for the 6 months. Thank you. I appreciate
to find
it.
the evidence to just get this solved. It was
Guys, can you throw your Legos on the ground? Can you play on your Legos? Also, double thanks for 21 months. Also, Rev, they can start trying to do stuff. Every time we get a slam dunk, can we throw the Legos on the ground? Slam dunk, woo! Wait, hold on, wait. That every time there's a slam dunk, we just okay.
Bricks and Minifigs that didn't want to play ball. So they did eventually take it the legal way. They went to small claims court. They didn't go to like the extremely expensive one like Bricks and Minifigs wanted them to, because what Bricks and Minifigs wanted to do was bleed them dry through a long, drawn-out process to just drain them of resources. So instead they went to small claims court, and Reckless Ben, he did win against them. And how did Bricks and Minifigs respond? They shut down that location. So they didn't even pay him what they owed from the small claims court. They instead just shut down operations on that location, thus leaving him high and dry, as well as Brian and the Legos. So yeah, I don't know, Bricks and Minifigs. It sounds like it really wasn't the legal way that you were wanting.
Sounds like, yet again, that you're like, we'll totally do this fairly, and then yet again, you just lie through your fucking butthole like a fart.
Was it? So that wasn't much of an option. Public pressure was the only productive way to get any kind of attempt to try and help Brian here get his Legos back. But still, that hasn't happened. So instead, what's happening is people are being alerted to the very awful business practices of this company.
Real.
Like, again, the last...
Dude, Karma's a beautiful lady and she does her job. Karma is a beautiful lady and she does her job, even though if it takes her like a year or two, because she's very busy and she has a really busy job and has a lot of work to do. Sometimes it takes her a little bit, but Karma works very well and she's very slay, princess, queen, pride.
Lack of professionalism as well from the people in charge is fucking alarming. The way that Josh, one of the owners there of that location, just keep calling this guy stupid, cussing at him, swearing at him, fuck you, man, that kind of stuff. Everyone's seeing it now. So Bricks and Minifigs looks like a terrible fucking business. And they've still not given Brian's Legos back, even though they did go through the legal way.
Doing whatever they can to silence criticism, and if you don't believe me, watch part 2.
Moving forward together, our position remains simple. Bricks and Minifigs Corporate was not a party to the unauthorized Salem consignment agreement.
Wait. But they were a party in the theft of the Legos.
Any legitimate claims should be resolved through the proper legal channels where facts can...
Oh, really? What, do you think I'm like 5 years old? Oh, interesting. Okay, interesting. Oh. Oh, really? Oh, okay.
We want to do this legally and fairly.
Oh.
No, not that legal and fair.
Yeah.
We mean the rich legal and fair way where we beat you up, take your house, and have your dog fired into space.
Oh, gotcha.
You don't like that. Just don't be poor.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, my bad. My deal.
Can be evaluated fairly, and we already did that.
Yep.
So,
facts.
Bricks and Minifigs keeps trying to alt by saying the facts, that kind of thing, but the facts betray them. Even their own defense isn't watertight because they keep bringing up that they don't take on a consignment.
Not the dog, not Spot, no!
Again, it's on video of the guy saying, yeah, we take it on, but if that's just, if that's horseradish, fine, you don't take on consignment, but then you knowingly have inventory that was taken through this consignment and you are not giving it back even though the owner of it is requesting it. Thus, you are taking this inventory that you don't have a right to and selling it and not paying for it. That sounds like it's stolen. That's an immutable fact. That is not like a doctored piece of video or anything like that. That is a provable fact that there was a consignment and he gave the inventory to this store. They had it. They were actively marketing it, so they definitely had the product. They were selling the product, it seems, based on all evidence. And now, according to Bricks and Minifig, they don't do consignment. Thus, why the fuck aren't they giving him his Legos back? What sense does that make? These are the facts.
We ask our fans and creators to consider the human impact of the content they share.
Shut the fuck up. You're telling me that you want me to consider the human impact? How about you consider the fucking human impact that you put on the fucking guy who's literally been sitting there for a year, have to go to like medical issues and all this other stuff and get like anxiety medication because you guys are fucking him left and right, upside down, fucking silly. How about you think about that human, okay? What the fuck?
Fairness is a two-way street. It
What?
requires looking at the full picture and respecting the rights of unrelated small business owners and their staff.
How about you? Yeah, literally. How about you consider the human impact of my fucking fist up your asshole? Okay? How about you consider that? Okay.
Did they care about people below
Together,
them?
this doesn't say how they're moving forward. Moving forward should be, let's give Brian his Legos back, right?
That should have been the first sentence.
My
That's absolutely
God.
right. Instead, this is more just like a sad song. Guys, come on, we ordered some french fries. Why is no one shedding any tears for us? Think about the human impact. There's humans here. And by the way, in the video, we heard from some of those humans. They're really rancid. They're really rude, mean people that Ben was interacting with. Off rip, too, by the way. Like, it's not like they were goaded into it. When Ben was just asking very simple questions at the beginning, they were...
But please consider the multi-million-dollar company while they take advantage of people. Please consider their feelings.
Constantly snapping and saying that they're harassing, or that he's harassing them. I don't know, not really great people there at the top of the food chain at Bricks and Minifigs that I've seen. And also, considering the human impact, what about Brian's father? You have his fucking Legos. His life's work. He built that up over the course of so many years of his life.
From the
growing
80s.
it into what it became, worth multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars. His pride and joy. And it was money that the family could have really utilized in his time of bad health. So what about the human impact there, Bricks and Minifigs?
Exactly, exactly. Charlie, same brain.
Fuck. You are the last place that should be trying to appeal to, like, humanity, please. When you have his Legos and are still refusing to give them back or pay for what you've sold from his collection. It's ridiculous. And in their response, they don't explain why they're keeping the Legos.
They want
the
them.
only human impact these fucking corpus slop bastards are going to feel in the clapping of their cheeks around my foot that's going to be so far up your ass, your entire small intestine is going to have polish on it ragey. Fuck these guys, and Buffett gets so much worse.
Dude.
They don't address that at all.
We're only on video 2 out of 5.
And I hop online and see that there's even more new wild information in regards to this Bricks and Minifigs Lego scandal that I've been glued to for the last like 48 hours. I know I've already
Since
made...
we got Cry For Me the first bathroom song and now Coconut Mall as the second one, can we have the Coconut Mall X Cry For Me when you inevitably go again later?
Wait, is that a song?
2 videos covering it because it is just developing so fast with so much insanity to it.
It is so fast. I literally had surgery and I haven't seen any of this shit.
The owner of the Bricks and Minifigs that kind of kicked off this entire thing, the Powder Keg, has come forward to give her side of things, and she provides some evidence that is damning to Bricks and Minifigs. This corporation is just downright evil, it seems. It's like fucking Umbrella Corps. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they just released the T-Virus to distract us from all of their shady dealings in the Lego community. Now, real quick before diving in, I want to put something positive on your radar for anyone out there looking to upgrade their PC. At Starforge, we're doing a big memorial sale for the whole week. So if you've been looking to get a PC upgrade, now's the time. There's a link to that in the description.
Our Lego franchise and our life savings, along with a giant collection inside the store, which was owned by Brian Mansell's
2
father,
times speed, please. Okay, I love you.
was taken by Bricks and Minifigs.
It is.
And then Reckless Ben made a great documentary about it, and it has blown up.
Just to bring you up to speed on the lore, these were the 2 previous owners of the Bricks and Minifigs, where Brian took his father's lifelong collection of Legos, valued at roughly $200,000 worth of Legos. He brought it to this facility, this store, this Bricks and Minifigs that was owned by them. They took it on with the consignment, and then they, the owners, made the decision that they were going to be leaving the country, and thus they were going to look for a seller for it. But Bricks and Minifigs corporate came in and kind of immediately kicked them out. Came in there, gave them the titty twister, and said, "Beat it, scum."
I'm sorry, I love it when Charlie just literally does like
Get out of here, get out of town, you're not welcome. And they have on video Crystal here talking about, like, hey, we have this inventory and this consignment, what's going to happen with this? And on video, they confirm that they are going to be taking on all of that, including the consignment. They say that
He
directly.
has such a way with words. I know, it makes me so happy. He has such a way with words.
So they were basically kicked out of their store, and they give a lot of information on that, and it seems like they were very unjustly excommunicado here from the John Wick Continental. And when Bricks and Minifigs swooped in here, these corporate zombies refused to give Brian his Legos back, and they still haven't paid for it, despite having his entire inventory and actively promoting and selling that inventory, even though, again, they haven't paid for it, and they were refusing to return to him, even though under contract it is still Brian's Legos. They're just saying now, we don't do consignment, so that is all moot. What you've got there is nothing. But the thing is, if they don't do consignment, then how can they possibly justify keeping that inventory? It would be
me when I'm coughing dust after my surgery.
Inventory in that case, wouldn't it? Since they didn't pay for it and they're refusing to give it back knowingly. So that's the whole mess in a tight little wrinkly nutsack. And now the former owners are coming forward to show just how deep this corruption and rot goes within this company.
A guy named Brandon Best showed up on a Thursday night and demanded the keys. They threatened us with the police and promised to do an inventory and compensate us. They said they understood there was a large collection on consignment and acknowledged they were taking that over.
Okay, but also, like, couldn't this have just been a random guy? Like, sorry, I literally would have been like, sorry, I don't know who you are. Can you please get out of my store? Like, that's what I would have done. That's what I would have done.
So when they informed corporate about them potentially moving,
I would be like, I don't know who the fuck you are.
Started to get very messy and sloppy here. So this was the security footage that I had mentioned in Reckless Ben's video that I was hesitant to show, but now coming directly from the source that gathered the security camera footage, I feel more comfortable showing it. It is very clearly in plain English. There's no riddles here. It's not, mumbo jumbo. They are saying that they are taking on the consignment liability and, that kind of stuff. It is right there. But
so even if the contract was legal, it says that they were.
Again, if he didn't have the authority to make that decision and do that, then they should have been immediately giving Brian his Legos back when requested, because they didn't pay for it. They don't do consignment, thus they have no legal right to have that inventory and sell it. It would be, I think, by all definitions, stolen product that they are knowingly selling to customers, and they haven't paid for it or anything.
They told us the same thing they told
Lego sound. Oh wait, hold on, wait 1 second.
Brian Mansell that we could fight them, but they would drag it out and make it so expensive we would be putting ourselves into a whole lot of shit.
I wasn't ready.
Their words. Here's their executive product manager and director of operations, Kai McAllister, on the phone with us the night they took the store.
If we go the legal route, it's going to be a very expensive battle for you, and it's not going to be a good position for you guys to get into. There's not a whole lot of options for you.
Okay, so you're threatening me. Interesting. So you're just threatening me. Random man that I don't know who is. Yo, thank you so much for the 3 months. Beehive, thank you.
To go the legal route, it's just going to be a mess, and it's going to be expensive for you.
Okay, so you're threatening me.
Yeah, so why not consider talking with us rather than leaping to this?
We jumped on the call with Crystal this morning.
And you talked with her or you talked at her?
Oh! Slam dunk. Oh!
We talked at her. If you fight this, then you're putting yourself into a whole lot.
And then you even agreed that you talked at her. You didn't even talk with her.
It sounds like a threat, and I can acknowledge you feeling that, because in a way it is.
I mean, we have no choice, correct?
Yes.
Sid from
who? Bring an officer. Bring me a police officer. Okay, even though they're not gonna fucking help me, at least it would be on record.
Toy Story here, Kai McAllister on the phone, on the horn, directly making these threats. And again, this is the Bricks and Minifigs classic. This is their John Madden playbook, and they don't deviate from it. If you speak out against them, they will bully you into silence with litigious fucking iron fist. Or, in this case, if you look to try and get what you are entitled to, they will also threaten you with legal action. And they know that they probably wouldn't win, but they know that they have enough money to drag it out, bleed you dry, and make it extremely painful, stressful, and you would likely end up losing more money than you would ever gain from it. That is just the classic villain approach to shit. It is crazy how he's not even shy about it. In fact, he almost sounds proud. I can kind of hear like a small little boner forming in his pants. He's getting chubbed. He even says,
he's getting fucking chubbed, dude. He's getting chubbed. We could all hear it. We could hear the chub creasing the pants.
I know you might perceive that as a threat. And it kind of is. Yes. It is. Like, that is Bricks and Minifigs. And like I said, their CEO literally has the cartoonishly evil mustache. He has a twirled evil mustache. This company is so fucked, it's unreal.
Notice, that's not some franchisee. That's corporate.
Also, can we just talk about how cool his like eyebrow piercings are? He's got like little horns on his eyebrows.
They want to pretend they're not involved, but they've been involved every step of the way.
Of course, this was a nightmare. We were about to move and now had our life savings taken from us. We still tried, but this loss made the relocation untenable. Eventually, we were able—
That sucks, bro. That fucking sucks. That sucks so much.
Able to find a lawyer to represent us in Utah, where BAM is headquartered.
We tried to negotiate with BAM. Just as they threatened, they dragged everything out and refused to even offer a settlement.
I don't think there's a single human—
Ugh, that sucks. Lone, thank you so much for the 3 months. Thank you.
soul on the planet that bought the Bricks and Minifigs side of this store.
Ugh, that
Dude,
sucks.
fuck them. Hire the shadiest repo company to go repo the bricks at 4 a.m.
That's what I said.
They will pull the double doors out of the frame and take everything until they pay off the 200k
That's what
plus
I said. I was like, who's stopping me
25%.
from walking in
If
there?
they want to take it up with them, so be it.
Bro, you closed the store. Let me just walk in there.
Where they weren't involved, and this is all just the previous franchisees' dirty dealings, and they fucked it all up. It's their fault. Corporate was never involved. I think it was very clear from Reckless Ben's coverage. Corporate was very much involved here. They had their finger in the pie at all times. They were constantly in there fucking fingering it around. They were the puppet masters behind all of the degenerate
Zaza
vile
screaming,
shit
my
that was
cat.
unfolding here in this whole Lego scandal. So hearing it from the owners, like confirming that no, corporate's been here from the beginning, and in fact.
Computer, explode the bricks and Minifig CEO's balls.
True. Computer, Explode this for me, please.
We tried to, legally go after them. The thing that Bricks and Minifigs said Reckless Ben needed to do it the legal way, which again he did do. He did win, and then they just closed the shop permanently, by the way. But they also did the same thing. They went through the legal way, but because Bricks and Minifigs has so many resources at their disposal, they can just drag it out forever and then not even make any kind of settlement offer or anything. They can just indefinitely keep fucking hurting you and wringing you out like a towel.
They've tried arguments that are so contradictory, they make no sense when put together. They claim they own the store so they can take it, and also that they never own the store in between taking it from us and selling it to Brandon Best. And
yeah, they literally, they're doing that classic thing where they're saying what's convenient at the time. And they're like, yeah, but we totally didn't say this and we totally didn't say that. Luckily, people are fucking smart and they have video recordings and they screenshot and they save files and they do all this shit nowadays. It's a lot easier to keep track of shit because of the fucking internet.
Josh Johnson. It can't
so
be
you can't really lie. Exactly, you can't do that nowadays. It's impossible.
They claim in their newest public statement that it's all our fault they took Brian Mansell's father's collection because they don't allow consignments. But they were always aware of the consignment. They promoted it when it was on the news and in the newspaper a year before they took our store. And the franchise agreement expressly allows consignment in contradiction of their newest statement.
Oh, slam dunk.
Buffpup.
Slam dunk.
Yeah, to me, and keep in mind, I don't have the Sharingan of a lawyer or anything, that feels like the dagger. That feels like it is just case closed and kaput, and Bricks and Minifigs has been blowing smoke up people's asses. And most asses were closed anyway, they weren't receptive to the smoke, no one really believed it. But her sharing this, where it just does explicitly state, franchisee may also offer consignment services. And then it goes on probably to say, approved by, multiple parties with that kind of thing. But they do
literally the first thing listed,
is something that is permissible given whatever other circumstances. It seems like she didn't even break any protocol by taking on this consignment, especially considering
up
when
my
they did
ass. Me too, bro.
The store, they also promoted the consignment. They promoted the inventory and sold it. So then now coming forward and saying, no, we don't do that, so it's all moot, it's all her fault, we did nothing wrong, is entirely fucking delusional and is just a complete fabrication and seems fraudulent. By the way, it's just...
Grown man, by the way. Grown people, by the way. Can we also just say that too? Grown people, by the way.
And we still haven't even gotten to part 2 of Reckless Ben's coverage of it, where apparently he did go to jail for his coverage of Bricks and Minifigs. It's an unreal rabbit hole I would have never expected from a story like this. And I have just been glued to it. So yeah, I had to blabber about it some more. That's really about it. So yeah, just got
jail. What? The Coconut Mall song afterwards. Jail! What? Okay, hold on, wait. Let me pull up the next video. Oh my god!
Part 2 of Reckless Ben's investigation just dropped, and he and his whole group get arrested. He has been targeted multiple times by the police getting arrested, and there is evidence presented on camera that seems to indicate that the police are knowingly engaging in what I think is pretty clearly some barnacles. Not to get into the technical terms there.
Barnacles. Oh my god.
That's some legalese for you, some barnacles, in order to have him silenced because of what he's talking about. And there are some deep-rooted potential connections between Bricks and Minifigs and this local police department that...
Ah! Dude, this is literally... Ow, my stitches. This is exactly like How to Make a Murderer! You guys should watch that fucking documentary.
Is now, for some reason, going scorched earth on Ben and his entire team. It is absolutely fucking absurd. Arasaka from Cyberpunk is a less corrupt, less evil organization than Bricks and Minifigs, it seems. It's unbelievable. So Reckless Ben in part 2 is now trying to serve the papers for the next lawsuit here.
Third-hand reactions.
He is going through the legal process, which is what, in Bricks and Minifigs' official response, had been needed to do, and he has already done that, and they have fought him tooth and nail, and they are now exploiting the legal system to try and silence him. Allegedly, based on all of the evidence here. It's fucking terrifying. They are using the law like it's their dick. Like they are playing with it constantly. Bricks and Minifigs, that is. And the officers are more than happy to just swallow all of this comes from them. They go out there and just start guzzling. They are there and harassing Ben and his team, threatening them constantly, and they do arrest them multiple times. They even go in with guns blazing to his fucking house and dislocate his shoulder. Like
what? Wait! Hold on! When did this happen? When? Is this what's happened? Is this like a precursor? What? They start physically assaulting him?
Roughhousing him outside, even though no one put up any kind of fight. It's crazy. Let's get into it.
So,
oh my god.
I started to file my lawsuit. But right after I filed this court case, it got rejected. And the reason was I failed to demonstrate a good faith effort to resolve the dispute prior to filing.
Shut the fuck up, bro. You're in on it. You're in on it.
Basically, before this court case get approved, I have to at least attempt to settle with Josh outside of court first.
I tried calling Josh, but I'm blocked.
I'm sorry.
Oh man. Basically.
calling a number knowing that you're probably well blocked. And he's like, oh, dang it. Oh man. Oh shit.
Josh wants to save the day. I got him a trophy that says Joshua Johnson saved the day.
Oh wow.
And we'll give him this trophy, but he has to give the Legos back first.
So we started driving to Josh's house.
I had never heard of that. So in order to file this lawsuit, he needed to play in the pig pen with Josh for a little bit here to demonstrate that he tried in good faith to resolve it amicably. So that's exactly what Ben.
That's so good.
But you need to have all of Chiban view these videos so you can discuss on next
Oh my god, bro.
Tried to do. He drove out to
can't.
Josh in order to meet him in person to try and just squash the beef right then and there and get the Legos back so that way it didn't have to go through the legal system here with this lawsuit. Ben has been doing everything above board based on everything that I've seen here. Again, I'm not a fucking lawyer, but it is telling him what he needs to do legally.
Wait, thank you so much for 52 months. Thank you. Also, Kevin, thanks for 21 months as well. Thank you.
But I mean, that's exactly what Josh deserves. He deserves to be
Dude, I'd be sitting there if we did a podcast episode about this, I'd be sitting there all day explaining this.
treated like a fucking temper tantrum riddled child.
All
That's what Josh
day.
is. We've heard him on the phone fucking melting down, crashing out, freaking out, sucking his thumb, farting his butt off. Like, this guy super sucks.
What did he say? Flicking his butt off? Is that what he said? Is that what he said? Flicking his butt off?
Fucking melting down, crashing out, freaking out, sucking his thumb, farting his butt off. Like, this guy.
Oh, farting his butt off. Okay. I was like, flicking his butt?
Super sucks. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with delivering him a little, cheeky trophy about like,
Farting
oh, you
his
saved the
butt
day. Look,
off.
you finally did it, Josh. In order to avoid the lawsuit, if Josh is willing to do that. But guess what? Josh isn't that much of a man. He's a little bitch.
This happened.
The police just showed up. What the heck?
LOL, Megalol.
Why are the police at his house?
13 months, the luckiest number.
My name's Officer MoistCritical. The reason I stopped you is to stop sign.
I didn't? I thought I stopped.
Yeah, you definitely stopped. You said you ran a stop sign? You said you ran a stop sign?
I didn't see what happened. Yeah, I was like...
You said he ran a stop sign? I didn't see what happened. Oh, so you didn't see what happened. Okay, great. So you stopped me for no reason then. Okay. So why did you stop me then? You didn't see what happened?
We definitely stopped at the stop sign. Yeah.
I was so sure that we stopped at the stop sign that I actually requested all the police footage of this. And as you can see, we didn't even do a rolling stop. We fully stopped at the stop sign. So this is an illegal traffic stop.
Yeah, the corruption kick. Off immediately upon Ben even entering the zone here. He's in the fucking PvP enabled zone now. So Ben gets in the server and John.
Guys, I'm just letting you know that this is what causes people to have trust issues. I don't think if I was these two guys doing this for a year and a half and then also having this happen, I literally would be like, I trust nobody ever again. I would literally go to the grocery store, get a receipt, I would take a picture of my receipt, and then I would take a photocopy of my receipt, and just before I walk out of the grocery store every single time. At this point, I would be like, there's no way in hell that I can't not trust anybody. Baby, thanks for the sub, thank you.
Was alerted to it potentially from some of the other Bricks and Minifigs associates that knew that Ben was there. So as they're going to try and have this peaceful conversation with Josh about this whole thing, as he is required to do by law as the first steps before filing a lawsuit, Josh has already alerted the police there. So Josh already hunkers.
So when do we get to the part where Boiled Pup and the cult comes in?
Dude, surrounded by his own private military force here with the Utah Police Department that's protecting him. And they decide to initiate what seems to be an illegal traffic stop here on Ben, saying that he didn't stop at the stop sign, but he requested the footage from the cops on the dash cam. You can see them stop. They stopped. I think it's pretty obvious they were just looking for an excuse to stop them and intimidate them.
So who's Ben? Me? Ben? How's Utah? It's good.
That would have been me. I would have been like, why are you asking? I think least favorite thing ever is when somebody's in power for whatever reason and they act cocky about it. Like they pretend that they know information that is so cheeky and great, and it's like
Like it?
We were forced to go home without having this good faith conversation the court requires us to have.
Pretty cool officer. He thinks he's in like an action movie or something.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah,
how's Utah, bud?
literally exactly what I was saying, Charlie. Exactly what I was fucking saying. I hate that shit, bro. It's so dumb.
I don't know why he's acting like that. That's so cringe. But anyway,
cringe.
Ben then explains the reason for being there. He then goes back to the car, and this is all on body cam. He says, hey, give me the ID for Reckless Ben. Everything else he said was a lie, even though Ben was telling.
Dude, if you showed... Okay, I'm just going to say this right now. If you were to show this police footage to any other police station outside of what they know of, like, let's say hypothetically you showed it to, like, I don't know, what's near Utah, Tennessee or whatever. Let's say you showed it to, like, the Tennessee police office. They probably would be like, why are they acting this way? They'd be like, why are they doing that?
And the true story, they just immediately write it off as a lie, showing pretty clearly that they are already against Ben and his team.
Utah's not near Tennessee.
Trying to get
guys, listen, I just had surgery. Leave me alone.
For an old man who has been butt-fucked by this massive corporation, and they are trying to do it legally through the legal system that is instructing them to go there and have that conversation with Josh peacefully, but they're not letting him do that, so they had to go home empty-handed because, well, the police weren't going to allow that to happen.
I actually remember that there's another...
Guys, she has fibro. Yeah, exactly. Leave me alone. All right, I have fibromyalgia.
Owner of the store named Brandon Best. Brandon is the guy in the security camera footage that illegally kicked the first owner out of the store so he could steal all their Legos. I tried calling him, but I am also blocked.
I'm sorry.
Oh, man. Oh, dang it. Dang it.
Option left is to show up to his house.
Hey.
Hello. Hey, how's it going? Hello?
So with that now being
okay, fucking weirdo.
A dead end, that quest has failed. He still
Why the
has
fuck
to
is he
demonstrate to
staring
the
at-
court that in good faith he had a conversation to try and solve
Bro's an NPC? Why he look dumb as that?
it peacefully. So instead,
Okay.
he is now going to one of the other owners, Brandon Best. And Brandon actually does answer
Wait for his dialogue option to come up.
the door, but Brandon seems to be in like a fugue state. This guy comes out there like he's fucking possessed. I don't even think he knows
I
what planet he's
know.
on. Brandon comes out
My God, he came out like an NPC, bro. My Jesus.
there like he's confused on what year it is.
Hey, well, I was wondering if you'd be down to pay us for the lawsuit that we won.
Yes, the neighbor of Utah, good state of Tennessee, and its other neighbor state of Hawaii.
Was he on like drugs? I like his little basket. Can I just say that I would feel not threatened if somebody brought me a little pink basket? Okay, so if this guy says anything about feeling threatened and I have a little pink basket, I would be so pissed. Hi, can I have $200,000? I brought my basket. What's the basket for? To carry the money. Yeah.
It kind of seems like Brandon doesn't want to have this good faith conversation.
Why did he even walk outside? To do like a pose where you're like, look like you shot your pants. Like, what's the point? Like, why even be outside? You're just getting like sun damage and poop in your pants.
It kind of seems like Brandon doesn't want to have this good faith conversation to resolve this problem outside of court. And I gave him plenty of time to speak.
Okay.
I guess if you don't want to talk, I'll just talk. So you guys told us to take you to court. We went to court and we won. We know you closed down the store to avoid paying us, so we could just sue you guys personally and do the whole thing again. We would obviously win again, but
then the police showed up.
This boggles my mind. So Brandon is swaying over there like a fucking drunken zombie, refusing to say any words at all. He's gone catatonic. And he is still, his company, they've still not paid the lawsuit that they lost.
Again, if literally, I'm sorry, if the cops came up and this guy was like, yeah, I'm feeling really threatened. Oh my God, he's threatening my life. And I'm sitting there with my little pink basket. Me sitting there with my little pink basket. Okay. I don't know what I would do. I literally am standing there with my little pink basket. That's That's gonna be my that's gonna be my new stim, where I'm like, I'm just a girl. I just have my little pink basket. Me? Just a girl with my little pink basket? Like what? I'm threatening you?
How is that allowed? How is that not a crime against them? How can Ben win this case? Legally,
Money,
it's in the
please.
system. This isn't like, far-fetched, like nonsense. It's a real legitimate case they won, and they're just not giving
Grown-ass women, by the way, with their little pink basket.
the payment that they are supposed to. I just don't know how that's not illegal. So the police do show up. They're immediately on Brandon's side, going after Ben about how
Of
Ben's
course.
lying about everything, even though it is all in the system.
Even though also we're recording all the footage, by the way, even though we're also recording the entire thing and also doing everything legally, by the way.
One. Why is it? How can they just say like, nah, we don't feel like paying. In fact, we'll just shut down the store. So how's that taste? This is what we'll pay you with. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. How is that not immediately a crime that they are just dodging?
What did you say last time? Fuck pussy, fuck shit pussy. What did you say last time? You said fuck shit pussy.
This the responsibility to pay what they are
Eat shit pussy.
supposed to. They lost. What the fuck kind of sense does
Eat
this
shit
make?
pussy fart?
How
He
is
said
this?
something like
How is
that.
that allowed? What kind of fucking legal system do they have over there in Utah?
And again, for some reason, they are really trying to protect these criminals.
He didn't steal anything. He inherited the store from somebody.
No, he stole $200,000
How do you
worth of.
know this?
Because
How do you know this?
I've been spending the last 3 months in the case, and I won in court.
He inherited the
She was like, dude, the face of her being like, wait, hold on, wait.
How do you know this?
Because I've been spending the last 3 months in the case, and I won in court.
That face right there. Oh. Oh.
He inherited the store. He's being blamed for everything that the previous owner did, and he's trying
Well,
to
that's a lie. So we.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, I'm sorry.
The police officers are like brainwashed by Bricks and Minifigs. Are they just all in like Bricks and Minifigs pockets or something? This makes no sense. Why is she now regurgitating their lies? She doesn't even know what the fuck is going on. So why is she saying it? Is it she's coming at it?
She literally, girl, not to be rude, but you literally just got here. You literally just got here. Like you just got here.
From a place of like knowledge on the case. She has no clue. So why is
Our tax dollars, by the way, don't even.
she taking him at his word instead of Ben, who literally has a court victory confirming his side of things? Bricks and Minifigs has nothing.
The ghost came out of my body.
They have their lies. They have their incorrect accounts of things. Ben has actual evidence and proof. So why are the police on Brandon's? Why? And why is she saying verbatim what they keep saying? This is very odd, very, very peculiar.
A lie, and we already proved this in court.
If
Okay.
you come back and step foot on this property, you're gonna go to jail.
The police gave me a formal trespass notice, which I took a picture of it and sent it to the court as proof I tried to have this good faith conversation, but Brandon didn't want to have it with me.
Me with my little pink basket. Me when I'm trying to talk to someone that hates me with my little pink basket. Trying to resolve the issue with my little pink basket.
And turns out this was good enough. My court case with Brandon Best got accepted. But my court case with Josh is still going to be rejected until I find a way to have this good faith
He also looks like he shit his pants. Why do all these guys look like they shit themselves? Like every single video and picture that I've seen of these people, they look like they've shit themselves.
conversation with him.
So there we go. One of the fetch quests have been completed here. He tried to have the conversation with Brandon. He got trespassed for it, submitted it, they accepted it.
Spoiler,
but he
they
now still
did.
has to try and find a way to do it.
Spoiler, they have caca-poo-poo smell on them.
After some more research, we found out that both Josh and Brandon are super hardcore Mormon.
This becomes extremely relevant information later on as a possible connection between the Bricks and Minifigs goobers here that we are dealing with, as well as the law enforcement, because some of the local law enforcement officers that are constantly trying to have Ben and his team arrested, and actually do get them arrested, actually...
Wait, isn't Utah like the Mormon state? Or is that wrong? It is? Oh my god, it all makes sense now.
He and his team are pulled over again by the officers who...
Stop, bro! Leave me alone! Dude, I would be going fucking mad if this happened.
We're now initiating another traffic stop, and it became pretty clear what the tactic...
Dude, leave me alone. I'm literally leaving.
that was being used here from Josh and Brandon was, since Ben had told Brandon that he's now suing them personally, he's going to go after them personally, it seems like they are desperately trying to find any excuse to have them thrown in the slammer to avoid that.
Dude.
So now we are going to get really familiar with the police department because they've got them on the leash. Bricks and Minifigs, the puppet master.
Now it makes sense because it's like all, oh my god, it makes so much sense.
Are out there, it seems, because they are using the police department willy-nilly out the wazoo, constantly sending them like dogs after Ben and his team. Even though Ben and his team are doing everything legally by the book, as they are supposed to do, as Bricks and Minifigs said they needed to do, by the way. Now they're doing it legally and being fucking stalked, basically, by the police department, wielded by Brandon and Josh.
That's not my Hawkings, by the way. That is not, I don't want to hear it. Not my hawk.
How are you? Good.
That is not my hawk.
What's your
What are you trying to fucking kiss me? During Pride Month? Bro, can you like back up a bit?
Hey, you been?
You trying to
The
fucking
police
kiss me?
apparently got a call that we had heroin on us.
Okay.
Officer's gonna search every person because the substance isn't in the So he's gonna do that. I'm gonna put this away, and then we'll be right. Don't reach in your pocket. Okay. Sounds good. Thanks. That's good.
After 2 hours of searching the car, obviously they found no drugs.
So you didn't find.
Like
The officer's like, so, you didn't find anything. We're gonna get fired, bro. Nope. Bro, we're gonna get fired. Go.
explained to the police that we didn't have
Sounds like
drugs,
he's about to
and
cry.
the reality of the situation is that Bricks and Minifigs is so desperate at this point that they're willing to do anything to get us arrested so they don't have to pay for the property they stole.
Yeah, that's pretty low. These fucking scumbags
Pretty
are now
low.
resorting to falsifying.
Bro, you forgot to plant the heroin. Bro, we're gonna get fired.
These reports to officers, they are maliciously
Bro, quick, plant the heroin.
relaying fraudulent information to the officers to try and have Ben and his team arrested. So now Brandon/Josh here is saying that they had heroin in their car, so the police pulled them over and searched for drugs. And of course, they didn't find anything. And interestingly enough, this appears to be part of a
I
pattern from
posted a
Josh Johnson.
similar
This seems to be
cute pink basket with transparent background in copper. Can we please have it?
Yeah, you want your little pink basket? Dude, that's gonna be me. Anytime anyone's mean to me this month, I'm just gonna be like, so you hate me in my little pink basket. 1 second. How's that? There you go. You and your little pink basket. Nice.
one of his go-to tactics. According to
you feel threatened?
one of the previous owners of the Bricks and Minifigs, where all this started, the Patient Zero, when they were kicked out, when corporate swooped in and, excommunicado.
Can you also give us $200,000? No. Because I don't have $200,000, okay? Ain't no fucking way I'm giving you $200,000.
I'm from the Continental.
So
Josh
no.
Johnson.
You suck. Sorry. I don't have $200,000. Who the fuck has
had
$200,000?
apparently been spreading rumors, telling people that they, the previous owners, were selling heroin.
This
so
is
Josh
going
really
great.
seemed to like that lie about, person
Just enjoy your little pink basket,
I
okay?
don't like and I want to have arrested.
You're threatening me, okay, with your little pink basket.
They were still not going to let us go until we told them where the drugs were.
Your eyes, for example, right? There's a constriction, which is dilated.
Bitch, it's nighttime, okay? My eyes are dilated because it's fucking nighttime.
And then you notice it? So I haven't been looking at this.
I haven't been paying attention.
I'll show him. Look, go ahead, look at him. I'll look at you. Yeah. You do see it? So.
It's crazy. I have no idea because I've never done any drugs in my life. I don't do drugs. I don't do alcohol. I've never done any of that in my life. I'm willing to do any drug tests. Yeah. Like I'm very
Literally.
very cooperative. I don't understand. Yeah,
Take me to the police office and do a drug test right now.
I'm gonna have a discussion with this officer.
Oh.
I'm gonna have a discussion with this officer. Larry, we need to figure out how to inject him with heroin. Quick, get the needle.
Well, they're really scraping the bottom of the barrel here. They're really trying to alt. Oh, it's your eyes. Your eyes. You have heroin eyes. I can see the heroin in your eyes, Buster.
You have heroin eyes.
Hats off to this guy for remaining so calm. He's like, okay, do you see it? This fucking fairy tale. You see it? Hey, look, I'll do any drug test. Let's rip it. And then the officer's like, give me a moment. Give me a second.
Inject him with heroin, quick. Do it fast.
I'm going to have a discussion with this officer is code for we are going to make out behind the squad car.
Yeah, literally.
And then the police department illegally redacted this conversation too. My guess is that they acknowledge that it's very obvious we don't have drugs on us, but they were going to try and pressure us into giving some type of false confession anyways.
I'm not sure if you're lying to me or not, to be honest.
I'm willing to take any drug test you want.
I'm walking a very dangerous line, which will get you into a lot.
Yeah.
You could end up in jail.
You're walking a very dangerous line. Cooperating with the police and saying that you'll do anything you want us to do is a very dangerous line. He goes, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
In Utah, when you're from Cali.
Yeah.
It's not worth it, right? Yeah. We play differently here.
We play differently here, aka we get paid lots of money to fuck people over.
Makes sense? Yeah.
I'm willing to cooperate with you guys and do anything you want me to because I'm not hiding anything. I can promise you that. I promise.
We weren't giving the police a false confession like they wanted, so eventually I guess they just got tired and let us go.
Oh my god, I love that from the officer. You're walking a real dangerous line here, mister. What, the dangerous line being cooperative?
Exactly what I said. Dude, the dangerous line is me agreeing to everything you're fucking saying and agreeing and saying, yes, officer, I will literally sit down and suck your dick if you want. Sorry, officer. This is a really dangerous line. Sorry, my bad.
What dangerous line?
I roleplay a Homelander in front of the officer. Please don't suck your dick.
How does he want it?
I'll eat your shit.
He's telling you he will do whatever drug test you want, and you're like, oh, you better be very careful saying shit like that. I'm about to take you the fuck down. And then they're even saying we play differently over here. No, it seems like you play stupid. It seems like you play unethical ball, is what it seems like. Because you are being wielded like Josh's personal fleshlight. This is a complete bogus stop here.
You're walking a dangerous line, saying some shit and get yourself in jail right now, aka you agree with me.
Based on false information, clearly, you know there's no drugs there. There's no problem.
Dude, if this would have happened, if I would have been like, officer, look, you can check my pockets, and this happened, I think I would have got shot on sight. And I dropped all my Legos out of my pockets.
Cause to take it further. Both of these men don't seem to be intoxicated or on any substances at all. It's plain as day. They're being cooperative, and they're still trying to find any excuse to lock them up under the directions of Josh, most likely. That's what it seems to be. So yeah, I guess they do play by some different rules over there. So
she's reaching! She's reaching!
Corrupt rules, seemingly. This is just totally fucking unacceptable. Every officer you see in this video doing shit like this, I think absolutely needs to be fired. And beyond that, needs to be investigated and potentially thrown in jail themselves.
Dude, the whole department needs to be investigated. But they're not going to because obviously the church and them have like a deal of like some kind of money, whatever the fuck. So they're not going to like look into it.
Officers like this is extremely...
You would literally have to get a different department, like the New York department, and like have them investigate
Should
them.
have said they have some bricks in the trunk and it would just be containers of Legos.
Ooh, that would have been funny.
Dangerous to public safety. And there's
me if I was funny and witty at the time.
Evidence to showcase, at the very least, complete incompetence to the point where that is also dangerous to public safety. It's fucking outrageous.
We'll let you guys go now, but you're walking a thin line. Just be mindful of that. Does that make sense? Okay.
At this
okay. Okay.
point, I've documented everything I've been through to the court that I tried to have this good faith conversation with Josh. He just doesn't want to have it with me. And because of everything I went through, my court case finally got approved.
So now we can go
Hooray!
The next steps here. And I know I keep interrupting a lot, but it's just so much to unpack here. So much corruption. It's unreal. All over.
Officer, she's reaching for her fat womb. Take her down.
Her fat womb, take her down!
Legos. And what is very easily provable, bricks and minifigs being in the wrong. Like, it's unbelievable. But like the officer's in saying, all right, be mindful. Be mindful of what? Driving and doing nothing wrong? Because that's what they were doing. Be mindful of what? Some psychopath lunatic calling in a false report to have the police scoot in sideways on you? That's completely out of his control. You can't be mindful of that. You have a maniac on the loose over there named Josh.
And attached to this email are court papers to serve
Be mindful of the maniac causing you harm.
Josh. The only problem is Josh is not going to open this door for anyone. So I made this poster that says stole a dying man's life savings and printed it out. Now I'm placing this poster in a public space right across the street from Josh's house. Turns out I have a process server to serve him his court papers. But almost immediately, my sign got blocked.
What the hell?
Oh no, he's blocking our sign.
As you can imagine, this is where it really pops off.
What the hell?
So he now has the court papers to serve Josh, but he has to serve Josh. So he gets a process server out there. He tries to get Josh to come outside to, take down the sign. It is on public property. He is 100% within his right to put that sign there. But once again, protecting Josh, here comes the goof troop. They're now blocking the sign, and they're about to go have some very stern conversations with Ben, and things are going to only continue to escalate.
What are you guys doing here?
So we are in a court case with them, and we have to serve them legal papers.
The police realize that we're not breaking any laws, and they've been called here for a false reason.
Oh shit.
So they decided to leave. And then we got the police calling us again.
Hello. Yeah, the court requires us to come in person for some reason, so...
Damn, the police officer's like, dude, we're getting fucked by our own system. They're like walking around, they're like, damn, this fucking sucks, bro. They're like, we literally are we're trying to get these fucks arrested, but they're literally abating the law. They're literally doing exactly what they're supposed to do.
Again, the cops realized that we are doing nothing illegal and decided to leave. Now it's time to serve Josh his court papers.
Woo!
But we got the police called on us again.
Hello.
Hi.
Can I see those papers?
Yeah.
I just don't understand how Josh is allowed to do this. Why is this not punishable?
Yeah, literally, I feel like, isn't there like a thing where like if you call the police too many times, like don't they put like a thing on your house that's like, hey, this person's like don't they put a thing on your house that literally says like don't listen to these people?
They have come out 3
weaponizing
times,
the cops. Yeah, exactly.
And they keep recognizing that there is nothing illegal going on
The
here, and Josh
fuck?
keeps calling them out. There is very clearly a deep personal connection.
Well, he's rich. Dang it! I didn't put. Oh fuck. Luden, you're so right. God damn it! I always forget that part. Fuck.
And you're going to see in a moment, it might be because
Damn it.
they are Mormons and they are like
Fuck, it's
very
true.
tight-knit. But Josh is able to just use the
Dang
circus
it.
here, borrow the clowns, and keep
Same
sending them
thing
at
as
Ben,
for
but they
thank
don't
you.
have any like legal mustard to throw him in jail over. So-
Rich like Buffpup? Bitch, if I was rich, I would have that $200,000 to give you in your little pink basket, okay? So, yeah, fucking right, okay? All right? If I was fucking rich, that $200,000 would be in your little pink basket.
Now, in a last-ditch Hail Mary, he's coming to check the papers to see if the papers are fake, to get him on that. Like, these are fake.
But your basket's empty if I look at it right now. Fill it up?
Papers,
Okay,
give me,
well, I
give me
can't.
it, you're going to jail, that kind of thing. But he's about to find out they're not fake. He is doing everything lawfully and legally. He has to try and serve these papers. Josh just won't play ball with him. And I guess they all play different ball over there because now the police are also
$200K.
actively trying to prevent that from happening too. They're standing in the way of justice. They're actively preventing
God.
the legal system from working.
He could even just serve the papers for me.
You okay if I get these papers?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Actually, that would be really helpful, Mr. Officer. That would be really great, actually, if you did your job. That would be super awesome. If he called the cops on me and then you wanted me to serve the papers, that would be fucking fantastic.
Give me 1 minute.
Okay, thank you.
Sadly, we can't see the police officer serve Josh because the police department redacted all of it. But the only thing that really matters is that Josh is getting served.
He does not want the paper. So he's not want the papers? Here's that back for you.
What a surprise. How is that
I
allowed?
put my
That's not
200K
allowed.
in this basket. If I had 200K.
That's not allowed. Of course, no shit. He doesn't want the papers. He's getting fucking served. What are you talking about? You can't just like give it back.
Hey, so he's serving you these papers, part of the legal process.
Served. You know what? Served. That means you don't have a fucking choice. You just have to take them. You shove them under his fucking. If he shreds them afterwards, it's his
They're an integral
prerogative.
part of the legal process. Oh, you don't want them. Oh my god, I'm so sorry to bother you, Josh. Do you want
I'm so sorry to bother you, Josh.
to fondle your balls, by the way, real quick? Okay, all right, let me do that real quick. Okay, I'm gonna go take these back over there to Ben now, all right? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bother
Do you want me to eat your shit and suck your dick really fast? My name's Homelander, by the way, and I'll just do that real quick.
you. Yeah, no, I understand you don't want them. I'm sorry. I'll just go ahead and continue to impede the legal system. Thank you so much, Josh. I love you, brother. Group hug in the shower tonight? Thoughts? And all right,
I grew up hugging the show. A little bit of penis touching tonight, Josh. you wanna slap cock?
I'll go ahead and scram. Let me go ahead and bring these back over there to ensure that they don't get served to you as is lawfully required.
Happy Pride.
Who would have thought you can just say nah?
I know. Dude, everyone should just be saying nah. You get served for like a divorce, nah. I don't feel like it.
The legal system. Have a good day, Josh.
I'm not sure what this is. I've never seen something like that.
Can you quit your job then? Because I guarantee that you probably saw that in your fucking classes that you took for being a police officer. So could you quit your job then? Could you just like get a different job?
It doesn't look good when you've been trespassed.
It doesn't look good.
Yeah. Trying to serve papers. Well, I think it looks exactly how we're supposed to do it legally. This is the legal way to do it.
I always thought that the police were supposed to remain unbiased, and if they were going to take a side, they definitely shouldn't take the side of the criminal.
Ooh. Slam dunk.
But I guess I was wrong. We got the police called on us again.
Oh, sure. The paper? The serving paper?
Yeah.
Trying to speak with someone to verify if a case is, just verify if the case is real.
Yeah, looks like a real small claims case in our court.
Okay, thank you for your help. That's all. Thank you.
So after
Wow, are we shocked and appalled? What did we learn today, officer? That you don't know how to do your job, you should probably quit.
You're bringing the papers back after refusing.
ChatGPT, how do I arrest this guy? ChatGPT, is this case course real?
To serve it to Josh because he said no. The officer then gets like really accusatory with him, saying, "This is bogus paper. This is stupid paper. You got dumb paper. Watch out, bud." And then they leave. Then the cops get called on him again. This time he directly takes the papers because he's going to try and find out if they're real or not.
ChatGPT, am I a pretty princess?
He definitively gets a hard.
Do I have sparkly shoes on with my pretty pink basket?
Game, take a shot every time the cops get called.
I think I would
nerd.
actually be dead. I think I would be dead.
Yes, those are real. It is legitimate, and you would think at that point it'd be smooth sailing. Like, okay, this is all real. Everything Ben's saying seems to be truthful.
Give me $200,000.
That's not how this goes.
I think this phone call was the breaking point for the police.
Oh, he's rubbing his chin.
The police couldn't handle the fact that I was right and they were wrong.
Haha.
Okay.
Okay, trying to find you back.
Am I being arrested?
You're under arrest right now.
Really?
Okay. Okay, do it.
I was confused on what I was being arrested for. I mean, the same police officers that arrested me gave me permission to do exactly what I was doing.
Excuse me, Your Honor. I'd like to avail myself of the bulletproof legal defense known as new. I don't wanna.
No, I don't wanna.
Right, but you can't go on that property. If you do, you'll be charged. Okay.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
I got arrested for just doing what the police told me to do.
Not only doing what the police told him to do, by the way, what the legal system instructs him to do. He has to serve those fucking papers. He won in small claims court. They didn't pay. And now he's suing them personally. And to do that, as he's already been accepted and did everything by the legal process, has to...
Do you know what's going to happen? This is going to shut down this entire police branch. When this is all over, I'm just letting you guys know that this is like... Thank God. There's no way in hell. I hope so. Oh, yeah.
Serve the next phase of papers. And the cops have come out fucking 4 times. The goof troop keeps rolling in here.
It better.
And now, after they have gotten definitive proof that this is all real and Ben is telling the truth, they then just arrest him for it. Oh, you've got some nerve coming around Utah telling the truth, Ben. Like, what the fuck is this? This is actual insanity.
Oh. Oh.
To play, so...
Uh-oh. This got muted. Did this get claimed? Wait, what does it say? Okay, so they called him copyrighted audio, maybe. The cops down there are definitely all in the Mormon community. They're being that bricks and Minifigs are worth $1 million, so no doubt they have donated hefty sums of to the Mormon Church, which all the cops are a part of. And then these are the cops, I'm assuming, are part of the Mormon Church.
Chat, watch out! Josh is after us now! Buff, get down!
Chief Executive Officer of Bricks and Minifigs North America. Oh! And he's... Oh! Is he not even a real cop? Graduated from university? He's the guy. What? He's not even one of the police. He's fake. Mr. Bruckner graduated from Brigham Young University with a degree of civil rights, spending the first part of his career working on various engineering firms in the Utah Inc. and the Harrison Engineering Farm located in American position of Cedar Farm. Bunker has participated in various boards and county meetings of technical and multiple arena. Went to Brigham High School. Oh, they were take care of their own man, and they were like a huge what? And they take care of each other. Oh, he's a real cop, but he went to some Mormon college, but he also works for the what? Oh my god.
Buff, the cop is not the CEO. That is a whole ass different person.
Oh. Corrupt cop. Old man. Oh, that's him. Oh, okay, so they get out of jail.
So that's where the potential connection comes into play. So all the officers are apparently pretty hardcore Mormons as
So the shower sex scene is real. Yes. That is what we've learned. It is real.
Well as our main assholes here from Bricks and Minifigs. So that would explain why these officers are so cooperative with Josh in particular, even though they keep getting routine calls out there for nothing. And even though they definitely got a false report and acted on fraudulent information and still keep doing it for Josh, it seems. So I think that's probably correct. I think Brian's right. I think it is because they are all part of this Mormon community that is just looking to protect each other. So instead of holding someone accountable like Josh, who is engaging very clearly in some extremely immoral shit and potentially criminal shit, potentially doing a lot of heavy lifting there. I think there is overwhelming evidence to suggest there is definitely something very fishy afoot at the very least. It wasn't muted
yesterday.
And still refusing to give back those Legos to Brian, which, again, by his own company's admission, they shouldn't even have in the first place if they don't do consignment. Thus, they have no legal right to that inventory, and they are selling what is, by textbook definition, stolen property. All of this is something not even being considered by the law enforcement, despite Brian proving in court, winning his case, that he is the one being truthful, that his account of things is...
What probably happened for YouTube is that YouTube probably auto-claimed it on that video, and then Charlie didn't fight it because obviously he's like, I don't mind sharing profits with obviously these people that are making this video. So they probably just he probably just left it.
Accurate, that the evidence is on Brian's side, not Bricks and Minifigs' side. No matter what, though, it doesn't matter to the police department here, it seems, because they'd rather just protect Josh because they're Mormons. That appears to be what's going on. That's the only possible explanation for why they're going so hard against Ben. And this isn't even the hardest to go. He gets arrested here, and he does get out on bail. He gets arrested off absolute nothingness, just complete fucking barnacles. And they still aren't done with him. They still aren't finished with him. They are actually trying to just ruin his life and throw him in jail forever for the crime of reporting the truth and trying to get justice. He is going through all of the proper legal channels, doing it the right way, and even following all of the orders from the police and still getting this unfair treatment. So yeah, it probably is because they are in this tight-knit community here, and they just want to keep protecting each other instead of holding them accountable, like Josh or Brandon or something. And it's fucking gross. So they're putting that above their duty of protecting the public.
Over Legos, by the way. I just want to remind everybody. Over Legos, by the way. Just over.
And enforcing the law and getting the bad guys in jail. Instead, they're getting the good guys thrown in jail.
Just letting you know.
Jail now? And this is when it really hit me that the justice system has decided to protect these criminals.
Crazy that they're having meetings in their kitchen. This is actually, this is literally me. This was literally me when I got audited.
Now, there's really only one way I can think of.
Having meetings in my fucking kitchen, being here's all my evidence.
Which is a GoFundMe. Time to promote it. To start getting donations. We printed out the GoFundMe's picture. To hang it up so we could get a nice Instagram video to post to social media. But before the group could even hang the picture up, the police came.
What you guys up to?
Bro, the fucking police department must be...
Dude, they must be bored as fuck. You got nothing else going on? You guys aren't sucking each other's dick enough to be that busy. You guys should be fucking more, okay? Slam some hog, bro. What are you guys doing? I thought that was the whole point of the police department, was to slam each other's fucking dicks. All right, and you guys aren't doing that enough. Holy shit, is there nothing else going on?
Recorded in Josh's house or something. Holy shit. He must have an underground facility of just these clone troopers from the Utah Police Department. They are just spawn camping.
Jesus.
They literally live in fucking Josh's house, I guess.
True, I just got done fucking.
The sole purpose of trying to arrest Ben and his team for trying to get justice.
Well, we're starting to GoFundMe. Yeah. What we're doing is we're going to get a bunch of publicity to get basically all this money back to this family.
Into some defamation stuff.
Again, the police were thinking of any technicality they could think of to protect their Mormon friend.
Stalking code. See if it's that. If it's not, we're going to look at disorderly. If it's not disorderly, then we're going to look at the city ordinance.
If it's not this, then we're going to do that. And if it's not this, then we're going to do that. And if it's not this, then we're going to try to get him for this.
But after going through every law they could think of, it turns out that hanging this sign on a fence and then taking a picture of it for Instagram is not illegal. In fact, what the group is doing is actually protected under the First Amendment. Freedom.
LOL. Omega lol. 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 LOL.
Freedom of speech. So one of the police officers let the group know that they were okay to keep doing this.
Right now, I don't think he has freedom of law.
But this other police officer wasn't able to accept this reality.
We're going to take it down.
I love that.
You're totally allowed to do this, but we gotta take it down. Okay.
One officer's like, all right, so you guys aren't breaking the law, and the other guy's like, dag nabbit. He takes it down and throws it in the cruiser. So you can see them literally salivating and trying to really grasp at straws for any possible way of perverting the law to suit their puppet master's instructions, allegedly, to have them arrested. So they are...
Sorry, we have to put the right audio. I'm sorry. We have to put the right audio for him taking this down.
In fact, what the group is doing is actually protected under the First Amendment, freedom of speech. So one of the police officers let the group know that they were okay to keep doing this.
Right now, I don't think he has freedom of law.
But this other police officer wasn't able to accept this reality.
We're going to take it down.
I love
there you
that.
go. That feels more accurate.
Them, even though what they're doing isn't illegal, and the officers even said that on his body cam, by the way.
I can actually hear what they're saying here.
Seize it or give it back? Is it an occasional crime? Is it disorderly conduct? Why? Is he upset about it? I mean, I guess.
Cops like fuck the law.
Yeah, this police officer is right. Just because this might make Josh upset does not make this poster illegal. So I decided to let the police department know that some of the redactions they made aren't exactly what they're claiming they are.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Slam dunk yet again.
They're not bored, their boss is giving them orders and they are afraid of getting fired, so the boss is above the law.
Ah, they're bored as fuck.
Action was.
Okay, well, that didn't happen.
That
Dude, why does she care? Who the fuck is that? Bro, put me on the mic, all right? Give me that job.
definitely didn't happen.
No, I don't do that, Ben. I follow the Utah State Code, like I just said.
Right here,
Oh, you do? Oh, okay, that's interesting, because...
Police are actually admitting to themselves.
Too bad that you said that. That's really bad that you said that, so you're gonna get fired.
That none of this is illegal, but they're still going to try to arrest us anyways. It seems like the only reason they're getting rid of this audio is to protect the police officers from getting fired. I don't know what the police officers are saying in this next clip, but I'm pretty sure they're scheming up a way to get the group arrested, because this is what happens next.
Lieutenant Adamson can correct me if I'm wrong, but we're going to seize your phone right now. Don't. Do not do that. You understand me? Right now, you're attempting to destroy evidence. Okay?
You are such a wet yogurt boy. You literally can't even eat yogurt, okay? You literally... You are such a sopping little baby that you can't even eat yogurt, okay? I don't even want it. Oh, you can't eat your fucking yogurt?
Put your hands behind your back.
So Ben was able to sync up some of the redactions here and actually...
Are you gonna spit it out like a little baby?
Each
can't even
time when I come here, I am abused.
The yogurt effect.
It's a shame, a wretched shame. It's the rich what get the pleasure and the poor gets the blame.
Oh my god, bro.
Find some of what they were saying, and it does appear that they are saying, like, yeah, not really a crime, but then they still do find a way to weasel out some kind of excuse for an arrest, and that's exactly what they do. So, and he also reports it, by the way, and the lady says, that didn't happen. Nope, we don't do that, Ben. I don't do that. Didn't happen. Even though you can watch and hear it, but whatever, I guess.
Dude, Judge Judy, where is she? Where is our queen, okay? Where is Judge Judy, okay? Where is she? Judge Judy, where are you? She would have a field day.
Now they start arresting him, and as he's giving him his phone, he goes to lock it, and Officer Goofball here, in his tactical glasses, hits him with a, don't do that. I thought he was about to draw his weapon on him. All because the guy had the gall to try and lock his phone. Which is like a normal habit, by the way. Anytime I see my phone's unlocked, I lock it too. Every human being on the planet does. So just going
Where's
to lock
our
his phone,
baddie?
super normal. That's not destroying evidence. Also, they don't have any legal ground to stand on for how that could be destroying evidence.
She's
They don't even have a warrant to
83.
search it or anything. So he did nothing wrong, but the officer instantly springs into
Let
like
her
combat
in.
mode there over it.
I was just locking my phone.
Okay, I'm gonna switch over to the police officer's body cam POV so we can dissect what just happened. First, the police officer asks if he can confiscate Sheldon's phone, so Sheldon says, okay, and reaches in his pocket to give it to him. But at this point, Sheldon sees that his phone is unlocked, and at this moment, he decided that before giving it to the police officer, he was going to lock his phone, which is totally legal. There's no search warrant, so Sheldon is legally allowed to lock his phone.
Wow, still doesn't matter. Wow, still doing it by law.
But as the police officer saw Sheldon's thumb moving towards that lock button, he snatched it out of his hands. And now the police officer's claiming that because he tried to lock his phone, he's destroying evidence.
Silence.
Yeah, I was giving it to
Stop
you.
Talking.
I was
Stop
giving
talking,
it to you.
Okay.
Let me have the phone. I wasn't trying to delete anything. In fact, it is actually impossible to delete something from an iPhone from a lock screen by hitting the power button. So in no context could I have been trying to erase something by hitting one button on my phone. Now I'm sure you have a phone as well. When you hit the power button, that doesn't delete anything, does it? I imagine it wouldn't, yeah. Yes, that's all I did.
Another arrest in the books for these fucking corrupt
silence.
weenies.
Silence! Let me eat my yogurt!
Over there. This is outrageous. So now he has to defend himself about like the claims of destroying or obstructing evidence for locking his phone, which again, everyone does that.
My yogurt's too cold!
And he's legally within his right to do so. They don't have a search warrant for it. Like, but they're trying to bully him. They're trying to scare him. That has been their tactics this entire time. But they don't have anything on him, yet here he is, arrested for nothing. Even though, on body cam, we can even see them say, not really breaking any laws. So why is he here? Food for thought. That's a little interesting, huh?
I literally couldn't have imagined
Me going up to the cop and being like, what's your favorite food? And he goes, yogurt. Oh, interesting. Interesting. You like yogurt?
worse ending for this video. But I had no clue that it was about to get way worse.
Worse? Dude, they're about to fucking raid their house. Hello? Jesus Christ, I have like a fucking SMG! Hello? You don't need that pure... I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm not even into it.
You understand me? Don't move like that.
Okay, but who's his cat? How come he's not helping? The fuck? He doesn't even fucking care. He's just literally sitting there like, I don't give a fuck. Why isn't he helping? What the fuck? He's not even doing anything. He's laying in this, he doesn't even give a fuck. Excuse me, kitty, help.
This cop pulled my arm so far back, it dislocated my shoulder. He claims it's because I was attempting
That's
to make
not
an
an
escape or something.
SMG, that's an assault rifle.
I still can't go over the cat. Sorry, I know that he dislocated his soldier, but like, what the? He's not doing. If Zaza or PP did this, and I was getting my shoulder dislocated, I'd be so
They
pissed.
probably arrest the cat also if he tries to assist.
I'd be so angry. Could you imagine my girls just sitting there like watching me fucking get my arm twisted? What the hell? The fuck? He's not doing anything. He just look at that belly, and he's such a big guy. He's so fat.
Cop pulled my arm so far back, it dislocated my shoulder. He claims it's because I was attempting to make an escape or something.
Don't move like that. You understand me? Don't move like that. Don't move quick. Everybody just chill.
If we go back a little bit, you can see I was being completely still when he grabbed me, and I actually made 0 quick movements. So this police officer is just straight up lying, so he can give me a serious injury.
Included in the warrant are Legos.
And
including the warrant is. Oh, dang it, my leg. Oh, fuck, I lost my Legos.
this is where it really gets unhinged. They come in with the guns drawn on the house. They fucking raid it based on a complete bogus search warrant where now the Bricks and Minifigs guys are trying to claim, oh, Ben stole the Legos. And the judge signed off on this search warrant here. So now they go and they arrest everyone in that house. And Ben in particular, they rough up. They dislocate his shoulder and claim that he was threatening to run, that he was giving them an indication he was about to flee. But the body cam betrays that lie because you can see he's not.
Guys, don't ever get surgery. I feel like I've missed everything. I feel like I've missed everything. Where have I been? Where have I been? Taking a nap? Honk shoey? That's what I've been doing during this? Are you kidding me? During this? Sleeping on the couch, eating little chocolates? What the fuck? This has been happening. What?
He's just standing there, and they just wanted to fuck him up because they could. This
Cleaning your house? That's true. I did clean my house the second day, the day after I got out of surgery. It wasn't even 24 hours afterwards. I was so high off of my ass on Oxy because I was going stir crazy that I decided to just clean my whole fucking house. Buff, what?
Ridiculous. This should be huge.
We know Shia told us.
The house is clean. It's good.
Buff is like the Jumanji meme, waking up like Robin Williams screaming, "What year is it?"
That's literally me. Me when I turn 40 and I take a nap and then I forget what year it is, and I also remember that I'm 40 years old and I'm like dying and I have a panic attack.
Outrage across Utah. Like, this is your law enforcement.
I'm not 40 years old, by the way. Give me a couple of years.
Doing this,
like 10 plus years.
By the way. And these are your tax dollars being used to do shit like this.
Yes. The police department got an official warrant to search our house for stolen Legos. I should have seen this coming. Josh did threaten me in the last video that if I go out and actually try to sue him, he's gonna come out and say that I'm the one that stole the Legos.
Okay, let's do it.
Fuck you, man. You stole them, bitch.
What is he gonna do with the Legos? Listen, if I was doing this, I would not have one Lego in my house. Not one. Okay. First of all, I don't even have one Lego in my house, so I would already be good.
Stole the Legos?
Yeah, you're a fucking thief.
Dang.
Okay.
You can shut the fuck up.
I like how I love his response is always okay. I love how he never gets mad and he just goes, okay. It's like my favorite
there's recorded
thing.
evidence that this is also false. Josh even made that threat in the previous video. If you come after me, I'll tell them you stole the Legos, bitch. Why is Josh not in handcuffs? This is clearly fraudulent. He is wasting police resources.
True.
Why is Josh immune to it? Very odd, isn't that?
Because Josh sucks dick real good. Okay?
Nice.
And it is Pride Month. Okay? We need Josh on call 24/7 at the police department constantly. Okay? How are the police officers going to get their dick sucked during Pride Month and have an excuse to tell their wives? All right? Josh is a man at work. All right? Josh's resources to Town's yogurt. He's VIP.
Isn't that strange?
I got taken to an interrogation room
Exactly.
so they could find some reason to lock me up for good. Last time, I was able to get released on bail. But this time, they're requesting that I be held in jail a month until my court date. But there's honestly nothing for me to hide, so I went through the entire story with them to show the detective that this whole thing is just a big misunderstanding.
This is where my heart broke for Ben.
Having to sit there and retell the trauma that's been happening for fucking probably 2 years at this point. Insane.
Happy Pride. I got and signed a job offer today.
Woo!
Let's go gaze and tease Pride cheese.
So
yes, let's go
they
gaze
already
and
got him on some
daze.
bullshit before he was out on bail. They got him again now on more bullshit, extreme bullshit, and now they're looking to deny bail and hold him for a month. And Ben was under the belief that because he's done nothing wrong, the system will protect him.
Poor Ben.
And that he shouldn't be afraid to tell officers the truth because the truth and the evidence is on his side. That's just not the reality. And that's not even exclusive to the YouTube.
Dude, this is literally, again, watching the documentary, Making a Murderer, How to Make a Murderer, whatever it's called. This is literally word for word exactly.
Utah Police Department. One of the most important pieces of advice experts give, and this actually includes some police officers as well, is do not talk to the police without a lawyer present. Let the lawyer be the one to mediate and talk with the police for you. Because in a situation like this, the police are not there to help you. They're there to fuck you. They are looking for, in Ben's case here, an excuse to hold him for that month. And Ben, knowing that he's done nothing wrong and can prove that everything he's done is legal by the book and lawful, was under the belief that, well, I've got nothing to hide.
That's why they do it. That's why in movies they do that all the time. It's not just because it's cool. It's because it's like what you should do.
Go ahead and tell them everything. So that way they'll be on my side. But that was just never in the cards. So when he started talking to them without a lawyer there, he did unfortunately give them a little ammunition that they could use to hold him for that month. He mentioned the GoFundMe.
Video. For a family if they got all their stuff stolen. I should be risking nothing by admitting this.
Basically, the police told me, do not take this man to court or else you'll get arrested. And so I was like, just thinking, and we're like, let's do a GoFundMe, you know? And that was our solution.
The only word that should come out
wrong.
of your mouth when arrested is lawyer.
Oh.
We're gonna book you back into the jail. Okay? The creation of the GoFundMe, right? We're blasting this person all over saying, hey, he's...
So creating the GoFundMe was illegal?
When I asked the detective how creating a GoFundMe was probable cause to send me to jail, this is his response.
A lot of this stuff you may have to just get an attorney and fight it in the criminal side of court.
AKA, I eat yogurt and I don't know how to do my job. My favorite food is yogurt because I don't have to chew it and it's very delicious and I like the taste of it tasting like nothing.
Right?
Gogurt time.
As a former military cop, Air Force, and former government inspector, I can honestly say yes, that's true. The smartest thing you can do is do not talk to the cops except to say lawyer.
Lawyer, please.
Yeah, go ahead and stand up. I got an officer right here that's gonna get his cuffs for you.
Yeah, it's that stupid. So they were very interested in the GoFundMe angle. They found some way of making that a big piece of this. So they interviewed the other people that they arrested here from Ben's team, and they were...
And it looks like cum, the other thing I eat daily. That's what the police officer says. My favorite delicious meal.
Pretty focused on the GoFundMe stuff. So when Ben mentioned the GoFundMe, the officer probably had a huge fucking smile on his face and a wet spot in his trousers because now somehow they're able to use that to justify holding
My
Ben for a
stitches hurt
month in
so
jail.
much from laughing today. I'm
It's
like, fuck.
fucking scary. That's frightening, man.
Completely blind to what I'm even being charged for. The worst part is that the police officers took away my bail, so now I have to wait a month in jail. However, I ended up getting extremely lucky when a judge—
look at this
If
happy little
Columbo
smile.
were relocated to Utah, he'd burn his badge and go vigilante. Rambo Columbo.
ended up reviewing this arrest. They thought the whole
Rambo,
thing was
Utah.
so stupid and ended up releasing me on bail.
Oh, nice. Oh, shit. Fuck yeah.
So now, at least I'm a free man until my court case.
Ben got extremely lucky that
This friend going out, yo.
a judge reviewed it and came to the rational conclusion that this is absurd. It's fucking preposterous. So he did get to get out and prepare for the upcoming lawsuit and his court date and all of that. But
I'm getting Mormon ads on your channel. Wait, what does it say? Does it tell you to drink at Swig?
then he was informed
Guys,
that
there's so much sugar in Swig, okay? Please, as someone who works out all the time, please don't drink at Swig.
there is an arrest warrant out for him. So according to Ben and
Unless they want to... No, don't. Actually, no.
based on everything we've seen so far, it sounds like Bricks and Minifigs has once
I
again
don't
cooked up
want that.
more lies about Ben, about how he's this big threat. They even like alluded to him being like a physical threat to the Bricks and Minifigs.
This is why we gotta keep an eye out for each other, and if you see something, say something.
True. Pound Pop, thanks for 3 months. Thank you.
Guys throughout this video. So he's this huge threat. He's out of control. He's on the loose. So now they have an arrest warrant out for him, which was actually signed off by a judge.
The only thing the police department could tell me is that I do have a warrant, but this time the judge approved it that I will have no bail. And I'm now a physical threat to Josh.
Me and my little pink basket. I'm a physical threat to Josh with me and my little pink basket. I told you, if they said that I'm a threat with my little pink basket, you're telling me that I'm a physical threat to Josh with my little pink basket? You're gonna tell me that this is what it is? This is me? He's reaching for his basket! Me with my cute little pink basket? Physical threat? Interesting. I'm scared? Yeah, you better be.
Person the police are protecting. So basically, at any moment now, I could be arrested without bail for some mystery crime. There really is only one thing that I can do now.
Heroin. To actually do the heroin. Right?
Well, I'm in Mexico now.
It's fucking loose.
Okay, hold on. I did not think that.
To be fair, Buff, you could probably toss him off a bridge. Little pink baskets are like kryptonite for Joshua.
Yeah.
He will melt if you come within 20 feet of him with one.
Yeah, that's really, yeah, it is pretty scary.
People that have like active stalkers that are literally a threat to their physical safety don't get this kind of treatment from the police.
True! Actually true, though. Actually fucking true.
Like actual degenerate, deranged, delusional criminals that are actually threatening the safety of innocent people don't get treated like Ben has been by the authorities. So now,
dude, if this is the way that they actually treated those people, oh my god.
has an arrest warrant out, non-bailable. So, in a panic, he goes to Mexico. I mean, I can't even blame him. I genuinely can't even blame him for that. And it's a complete mystery crime. Again, what they're even pursuing against him. This is so absurd. Again, this all started over Legos, but this has really revealed.
Guys, Legos, by the way. Just want to let you know
that Bricks and Minifigs is just a completely rotten company filled with actual maniacs, like genuine menaces. These are psychopaths. They are trying to have been arrested, ruin his life, throw him in jail over nothing because he's trying to get an old man his extremely valuable Lego collection back that they don't even have the right to in the first place by their own admission, because according to them, they don't do consignment, even though their contracts do say they do consignment. But regardless, if they don't do consignment, then they shouldn't have the inventory. Thus, they can't be selling the inventory because it would be stolen product. But they've already sold the inventory and they haven't paid for it. They haven't given Brian and his father what they're owed, and they're not giving the Legos back, even though he keeps requesting the Legos back. They refuse. And he has gone through everything
with my little pink basket.
He has done everything as the law allows and permits and actually instructs him to do. He's followed every police order to a T, and still his life is in jeopardy here at the hands of Bricks and Minifigs.
I am doing well, although I will say that my stomach and my stitches hurt from laughing so much. My stomach hurts so much. This has been crazy.
These officers, it's fucking infuriating.
But I'm having a good time.
This is a huge deal. Now,
Buff, check the top comment of this video after it really is a cherry
I
on
don't
top.
see what the fuck was wrong with the GoFundMe. I don't see why that was an issue, and I guess it's still a mystery because they haven't really said. But I'll put a link to all of that in the description here, obviously. It is so unreal how deep this goes. Hats off to Ben and his team for continuing to fight for justice here against a corporation of this size and this level of maliciousness. Holy shit. Anyway, that's really about it. So, yeah.
Dude. Oh, the next video. Wait.
Even more.
Wait, I have to go back to the other video. Wait, I have to go look at the comment. Hold on, wait. Okay, hold on, wait. I'm going back. I have to look
I think this is now the fourth.
Okay, hold on, wait. Saying thank you for Mexico with my little pink basket. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much from Mexico. Stop laughing, your pussy's gonna explode. Dude, it is gonna explode. Holy fuck, bro. Oh my god. Okay, hold on, wait. This is our last video.
Even more unhinged craziness in this huge Lego scandal with Bricks and Minifigs has just unfolded.
God.
The Utah Police Department that was responsible for a lot of the inexplicably hostile and ridiculous behavior that we talked about yesterday with part 2 from Reckless Ben's investigation. They have that police department.
Dude, 100%. If something else comes out, you guys have to tell me. Okay, you have to tell me. If for some reason I don't see it, we have to watch it. Okay.
It has now sent
we have to watch it
on
stream.
We
have to
try
see
and
it.
Explain their side of things and justify
I'm
a lot
so
of what's
invested.
now been put into the public eye. And this guy is so soft-spoken, it is very difficult to even hear him in the first place. This guy must have just had his fucking tonsils removed. So I'm just giving you fair warning.
Or he was fucking sucking mad dick. Okay, because that's what he's good at doing at the police station. Happy Pride, y'all.
It's going to be hard to hear it, but what you can hear is all the bullshit that he's dribbling out.
Yes!
And it's so interesting because there have been numerous opportunities now for Bricks and Minifigs and now the American Police Department here to actually start debunking things if there is another side to this, if everyone is being misled by Ben's videos and it's like manipulated footage and out of context to make them all look bad. It's all like this big dubious plot. If that was the case, then why hasn't Bricks and Minifigs been able to issue a response that is trustworthy? Their last response had multiple lies in it that are provably incorrect, especially in regards to the consignment, and there's now been 2 instances of the Bricks and Minifigs top brass going on live streams to try and defend and justify their actions, and it's been a fumble. That has been a fucking floundering of the ages there. They haven't been able to explain their side or
The Brick and Minifigs CEO was on a live-streamed podcast Q&A session. I don't know the best summary of that, though.
Oh, shit.
Debunk any of the claims here or anything.
The new video on it got released. Wait, from Charlie?
Littered with lies that are easily provably wrong. So, Bricks and Minifigs
Did it
hasn't been able to
actually?
defend themselves with any evidence or proof, and now the American Fork Police Department comes forward and also can't do that either, telling multiple lies that are immediately provably wrong. So all of the evidence, the actual evidence being provided, is solely from Ben. That is the only place where you can actually, with your own eyes and ears...
Ben's latest video called "My Response to the." Oh my God, we have to watch. Oh my! Did it just happen? Wait, guys, don't watch it without me. Wait, we have to finish this.
Oh,
Wait, don't watch it without me.
Wrangler. He sucks dick at 60 miles
Wait.
Oh, we
I'll speed this up a little
how
bit.
many dicks he
Bricks
sucks and
Minifigs
started
and now the police
measuring by
department, the American Fork
length.
Police Department,
Yeah,
their defense is,
that's good.
You just have to take our word for it. It's all hoopla. They're manipulating and misleading you. If that's the case, then prove your side. Show us the whole thing that apparently throws everything else out of whack from Ben's side. They haven't been able to. This little rat here from Bricks and Minifigs, the CEO, like I mentioned, has even come forward on stream to try and address all of it and garner sympathy and try and explain that they're in the right and Ben's in the wrong. It's all stalking and harassment over nothing, and he's been unable to prove any of his claims. He just keeps falling back on, I've been mean and weird and harassing about it, that kind of thing. If the evidence is on Bricks and Minifigs' side and the police department side, why can't they provide it and show it? Why is their defense always just take us at our word? When their word has meant literally nothing. Yeah, here, I haven't watched the police department's video on it yet.
Oh my God, this was on stream.
I'll pull it up.
Oh yeah, this made me really sad. I did see this on Twitter.
The tea fire hose floweth.
This did make me really sad.
My name is Cameron Paul, and I am the Chief of Police for the American
Police
Department.
Okay. Brother, you mind turning up the volume? Holy, it's actual ASMR.
I know.
Wow. I cannot really hear him. Why is he whispering? Are his parents asleep in the next room? What is this?
I'd like to address the members of our American Fork and Cedar Hills community regarding some videos currently circulating on social media that have been presented in a way that calls into question some of the actions of our departments.
And we can't have that. You're not allowed to question the actions of our department. We do nothing wrong.
Exactly.
Why is it so fucking quiet? I can hardly hear him. I actually can barely hear him.
It's okay, I'm turning it up
this guy. Deep fry his ass. Holy, I actually can't hear it at all.
Deep fry his ass.
Maybe this.
Is that his actual voice? Yeah. Did you guys not hear what I said before? He was sucking Josh's dick earlier. Of course his voice is going to be sore. Do you guys know that the leading cause of throat cancer is sucking dick? Did you guys know that? Did you guys actually know that? Okay. That's why he can't talk.
Videos are affiliated with an influencer on YouTube and other social media platforms and stem from a dispute involving Legos that originates in the state of Oregon. In this message...
I actually have to turn on subtitles. Bro, I can't hear you. Oh my God. Use your outside...
Yeah, it's actually true though. That's actually a statistic that just came out. It's kind of sad.
Voice, please.
Poor Shia, I know. Makes me really... I thought I was eating pussy. No, it's sucking dick.
Oh, wow.
Mr. Johnson reported earlier that same day a suspicious male had been at his residence. He stated the male was wearing a baseball cap with a UPS logo taped onto it. Mr. Johnson also reported that a suspicious package had been left at the residence. He explained that what appeared suspicious was that the shipping label did not look legitimate.
What?
The package was later determined to contain rubber ducks. He believed the male was an individual named Snyder, who, according to Johnson...
I can't believe it.
Mr. Johnson further explained that civil proceedings were occurring in Oregon and stated that he believed Schneider was sending individuals to his home to harass him. While officers...
To serve him, brother, they can only go forward if he gets served the paper.
Killed you, Buff. Can you handle more of these videos?
Yeah, I can do it.
Which is what he was trying to explain to the officers that were called out there numerous times, literally countless times. How else, like, he can't go himself because Josh is a bitch and has, like, formally trespassed him, so if he shows up, he goes to jail for it. But by law, through the legal process, he has to serve those papers.
Oh my God.
So, like, what's he supposed to do? Now, the rubber ducks, that's probably something totally separate.
The rubber ducks, bro. What does that have to do with anything?
Sure, that probably doesn't tie directly in to serving him the papers. But, brother, it's not harassing him to try and serve him the legal documents. This is a legit tactic process servers use, by the way. The rubber ducks is? Let me look that up. I'm very unfamiliar with all of this, so let me see. No, like using disguises. Oh, that I know. I think
the rubber ducks. Oh, people use this? They use the rubber ducks. Yeah, when they get onto the property and they have the rubber ducks and they go.
About the rubber ducks. No, I know about that. That's a very common thing. I thought you were talking about sending rubber ducks for some reason as, like, first contact.
Officer Tonga issued Adams a trespass warning at Mr. Johnson's request and instructed him not to return to Mr. Johnson's residence. At approximately the same time, Officer Richardson...
They show his address, LOL. Well, I mean, this whole court case is probably public anyway, so at this point, I'm sure they probably don't give a fuck.
Dark-colored Hyundai vehicle.
But you would think that as a courtesy, you think that they would cover it up, but it doesn't seem like they really give a shit about anything, so.
Richardson initiated a traffic stop on the vehicle for failing to stop before the stop line at a stop sign, and failing to stop completely at that stop sign.
Me listening to this guy being like, I don't give a fuck.
Does this guy then go on to say the officer was incorrect? Because we have the dash cam. He realizes this lie is immediately debunked when you look at the dash cam. They stopped at the stop sign. This is a provable lie. Surely he goes on to say that the officer was incorrect, right? Obviously, he's gonna mention that, no doubt.
Yeah. As you can see, we didn't even do a rolling stop. We fully stopped at the stop sign. So this is an illegal traffic stop.
That's a clip from Ben's video that just shows in broad daylight, no smoke and mirrors, no baloney. They stopped at that stop sign. Just wanted to dump that in here as a little refresher because what the spokesperson here for the police department is stating is provably false. There is a video. This is from the officer's own dash cam. So either this guy hasn't seen the evidence and is deciding to do this anyway to be clown himself, or they are knowingly lying. I'm more inclined to believe the latter because this isn't the only lie he tells. He tells multiple lies that are provably wrong based on all of the publicly available evidence.
Richardson contacted the driver, who identified himself as Tyler Shaw. A rear passenger also identified himself as Benjamin Schneider. When Officer Tonga arrived at the...
Nope, nothing about it being incorrect about the not stopping at the stop sign? Nothing about that? You know your own evidence contradicts your statement, right? This is is this a crime? Are you allowed to just lie about the circumstances of this? I don't know.
So, does this guy get fired, like, on the spot? Like, what? like, what happens?
I'm not a police officer. I'm not a lawyer.
Contact him as part of the investigation.
I'd be sending that guy a bag of D's to serve him that document.
Bunch of D's ducks.
There's gotta be a way to turn this guy up. There's gotta be. I can't even focus on what he's saying because I can hardly fucking hear it. I feel like I'm taking like a physical at the doctor right now to check my hearing. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable how soft-spoken this guy is.
To contact Mr. Johnson because, according to Snyder, their civil case could not proceed without an attempt at
Hey pal, you just blowing from stupid town?
I mean, it's not just according to them, it's according to law, brother. Why are you making it sound like that's up for debate? It's literally part of the legal process.
Oh my god.
I don't know why he's trying to frame it that way.
During the interaction, Officer Fraughton indicated he believed Shaw's eyes appeared glossy and expressed concern regarding possible impairment.
You're not going to mention why they got, like, why this has happened now?
Appeared glossy.
Because someone put in a tip that they had heroin? Are we just glossing over that? Did I miss it because I can't fucking hear this guy at all? Sounds like he's talking to me from underwater. We're not going to address the fact that you have just pulled them over because someone gave you a tip that they have heroin, so now you're acting off of just like a fraudulent lie, and now you're saying, oh, his eyes looked glossy. We're not going to bring that up? Interesting, very interesting.
Interesting.
Officer Hawkins asked Shaw if he would be willing to participate in field sobriety testing to ensure he was safe to drive. Shaw agreed. Field sobriety tests were conducted and no signs of impairment were observed. During the same time, while Officer Hawkins was conducting his investigation, Officer Fraughton used his police service dog to conduct an open-air sniff around the vehicle. Fraughton's police service dog alerted to the presence of the odor of a controlled substance.
That seems like a really interesting thing just to get through pretty quickly. He kind of spit that out as if it was nothing, but to me that was kind of eye-opening. So he called the police because, once again, they have shown up to try and figure out a way to serve him these legal papers that he's avoiding like Garfield on Mondays. And now he's told the police, they're here again, and I'm going to shoot someone.
Wow. That seems like a job for concern, police officers.
Pardon? What? That's pretty alarming behavior, I'd say. From everything I've seen and from everything even the police described, there's been nothing threatening to Josh or his family's safety or anything. They are just trying every possible option to get him to take these papers as part of the legal process that they are required to do. And now he's saying that he was going to shoot one of them for this continued attempt to make contact for getting served these papers. Amazing. Is that not like not like something that's a big deal? I think it probably should be.
Mr. Johnson stated that the prior owner, Crystal Law, had
No, we already know this part. You're just going to tell them that lie.
Sent to the store to secure the franchise location and protect company assets. Mr. Johnson further
It's not company assets, by the way, since they didn't pay for it and apparently don't do consignment, so it's not theirs.
But according to Johnson, Mansell had not been paid. Mr. Johnson stated that when he arrived at the Oregon franchise location, Mansell demanded payment from Johnson and his business partner. Johnson reported
Party
that
guy after all that yogurt.
Advised him they would address the consignment issue directly. However, Johnson claimed that Mansell continued attempting to hold Johnson and his business partner personally responsible under the agreement. Mr. Johnson also
pretty reasonable.
There were Lego sets believed to belong to Mansell that remained at the store. According to Johnson, they offered to return those items, but Mansell refused and continued demanding compensation. Mr. Johnson alleged that Mansell had hired Benjamin Schneider to harass, stalk, vandalize the store, threaten to murder the man.
Threaten to murder?
And forge signatures.
What?
The forged signatures?
I'm sorry, threatened to murder and then also vandalize the store? Bitch, you closed it down. Bitch, you closed it down. The only person that vandalized it was the guy. Is the guy taking down the fucking sign to the goddamn store.
Series apparently ties into the rubber duck, so maybe that's true. But threatened to murder the manager of the store. What?
What the fuck?
Yeah, just like Josh believed that there was heroin in Ben's vehicle, which obviously wasn't true. Huh. What an interesting thought there. What an interesting theory. So they're saying now that they offered to return the Legos.
Source, the voices in my head. I have a reliable source. All the 500 voices talking to my head to me.
And Brian refused. That would be news to me. Because even when their fucking COO or CEO, whoever it was that went on stream to beclown himself publicly last night, even he was like, we're not giving them back. Or whatever. So it seems like they really don't want to give them back. I don't know if that option was ever...
Lacking context from Ben's first video, there was a part where he put an After Effects explosion over the store. That's it.
That's vandalism. So me crop dusting in front of Five Below is vandalism. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
On the table. Or maybe it's like in part 1, where Josh was like, oh yeah, you just have to give me an apology and I'll get them right back to you. So they go through all of that and then he never gives them back. He just keeps kicking the can down the road and still never gives them back.
Johnson then explained to Officer Sumbot several incidences from the previous days, allegedly involving Snyder and or Snyder's affiliates. Officer Sumbot informed Mr. Johnson that Snyder stated he was present with a process server to serve legal
pretty good, Judge. We're pretty
good. Is that right? It's because the Legos they offered to return were valued between $2.5 to $5K, so it was a small fraction of what they stole. Is that it? So they did offer to give him back like 2 sets from the collection? Like, all right, here, scram, here's 2 sets back. So that's what he's referring to?
Johnson claimed the paperwork was fraudulent. Officer Sumbot again contacted Snyder, who stated that
Sorry, I'm turning it up and down because you can't hear it.
Mr. Johnson. Officer Sumbot's report states, Snyder told me he was following the government's instructions and that Johnson keeps calling the cops on him to avoid getting in trouble for his crimes.
Can we just
Snyder
get
said
rid
this
of
is the third time
Utah?
Johnson has called the cops because he thinks that if he keeps calling the cops on him, he can get away with it. But we are showing him that he's not going to get away with these crimes. Snyder
Fair, that sounds good.
Teachers had already given Snyder earlier warnings. Snyder responded that he believed he was following court procedure. An individual commits stalking if the individual intentionally or knowingly engages in a course of conduct directed at a specific individual.
Because money.
I bet my fart was more audible than this guy's entire speech so far.
Probably. Yeah, probably, honestly.
Would cause a reasonable person to fear for the individual's own safety or the safety of another, or to suffer other emotional distress.
Thanks, Charlie.
Utah law defines a course of conduct as 2 or more acts directed toward a specific individual, including, but not limited to, following, monitoring, observing, photographing, surveilling, or communicating to or about an individual. It also includes approaching or confronting an individual.
I like how he's like reading us this fucking document like we're like 5 years old, and he was like, so the way that this works is that even though that someone went and talked to somebody and the other person was like, no, I don't want to talk to you, you know, don't talk to stranger.
Appearing at an individual's residence, contacting an individual's neighbors.
No, I get it. Like, you could definitely make the argument that it would be like stalking or harassment adjacent, but if the orders of the legal system are to serve these papers, and he constantly uses the police department as his own fucking hound dogs to prevent him from doing that, what else is he supposed to do? How else do you serve those papers?
Exactly,
They're really
exactly.
that element, as opposed to giving a solution of how he's supposed to lawfully serve these papers in the event that they are refusing the service. I'm genuinely, what else do? You get a process servicer, which is what he did, right? Wasn't that the legal processor?
Oh.
So, like, they did. So what's the other method? If you can't do email and you can't do phone, it has to be physical for whatever.
Drone. You bring a drone. You go, wee. You bring the drone down with the papers, and it goes into their window.
Fucking reason, and they just keep saying, "Nuh-uh." What else? Like, how else are you supposed to do?
Carrier pigeon.
That doesn't somehow tiptoe on this line of what is stalking adjacent. Like, I get like the film.
Get a monster truck. Rent a monster truck. Have a guy do a wheelie monster truck in front of his house. Okay, so it's like, and then the guy comes out and he goes, "What are you doing?" And he throws the paper on the ground, and then spins out and does a trick.
And stuff. Yeah, you could definitely make that as a stronger case. Whatever. But the guy is still just refusing it. That still seems like you should be more on the side of the person trying to deliver this lawful order from the legal system to the guy.
Deliver it in a pink basket. In my little pink basket.
Guy who knowingly still hasn't paid out the small claims court loss that he owes. He is still dodging that, which is a crime. So I don't know, just what's the solution then? I'd love to hear the American Fork Police Department explain it. I'd love to know.
Oh, an edible arrangement.
The server does it on your behalf, which is what they tried. Even the officer in this.
Oh, an edible arrangement.
Open window.
Oh, that's a good one too. Good. An edible arrangement would be so good because knowing Josh, there's no way that he could get away from an edible arrangement because the way that he loves to eat yogurt, I'm sure that he would love little yogurt ball edible arrangement.
Like in the video, and even in their own body cam, the officer was going to be the server, but Josh said no. So
he
he
would be
didn't
able
serve it,
to
and they
get
redacted
away
the entire
from it.
conversation suspiciously, or not suspicious. Obviously, there's nothing fishy going on there. But like, even a police officer who went to serve it.
Serve the paper with a swig drink, gritty goose.
Ooh, yummers.
It didn't successfully serve it because Josh said no.
This
Yum, yum,
quiet
yum.
loser is probably the only cop in the department that they could find who could read and speak in full sentences for this presentation.
I mean, he's not speaking very loud. He needs
Former
like
lawyer here,
Yeah.
who was in civil practice and dealt with process service games.
Mhm.
Genuinely, the way you handle a respondent like this is you hire the sheriff's department to serve process.
Yeah.
They can't refuse to do it. They are required to act as agents of the court. That's the mistake these gentlemen have made here. They keep trying to do it themselves. They aren't wrong, but it generally costs $150 to $250 to have a sheriff serve papers.
Yeah, but they did. But they had a police officer go up to their door, and then they did it, and then the police officer didn't do it.
So then what do? It still counts as served at that point? Not in the system, it doesn't. How would they know? How would they know if it counts as served if the guy said no? Because you have to submit it. And like
Sheriff is different, guys. I don't think in this context. I think they all like to suck Josh's dick. I think that's the part that we're missing, guys. Is that I think they all like to suck Josh's dick. So like I don't think it really would matter.
Being said, I think he's right. I have heard of this. The
You know?
submitter, like the actual processor, the person that serves it, has to also fill it out to confirm that it has been served.
They all like to suck dick.
So I don't think you can just be like, I was close enough, so it counts. But you could make the case that it's overboard because of like he kept showing up. But again, without a whole lot of options, how else are you even going to attempt to pursue justice in a case like this?
That Snyder
Sorry, I can't save these papers. My mouth is too full.
had committed the offenses of stalking and targeted residential.
Sorry, I can't talk to him because my mouth is too
Snyder
full.
was subsequently arrested and transported to a Utah County jail.
That was his first arrest.
Josh's harem. That's what they should make t-shirts called Josh's harem.
That arrest happened right after they learned that the
Sheriff
lawsuit and
is
everything.
different from police officer. And yeah, that department is probably also infested, but sheriff departments that refuse to serve out-of-state papers lose tens of millions of funding. So they do it.
Ooh, I'd be curious if they
was
would.
legitimate. So the officer got that information, confirmed it through the official channels, and then they immediately went to arrest him, by the way.
And observed 4 individuals hanging a sign directly across from Johnson's residence. The sign appeared to be either the same sign or a replica of the sign that was referenced in case 26AF02033. Officer Richardson contacted the group and asked
Computer,
if they
he
were
just casted a spell on me.
Stated they were supporting
Take that
a
spell
GoFundMe
off,
campaign
computer.
for a dying man. One of the individuals, later identified as Sheldon Norcross, voluntarily showed Officer Richardson his phone.
Computer,
to
take that
display the
spell
GoFundMe.
off.
While viewing the phone, Officer Richardson observed that Norcross was actively engaged in a FaceTime call. Officer Richardson asked Norcross who it was he was speaking with, and specifically asked whether it was Benjamin Schneider. Norcross confirmed Schneider was on the FaceTime call.
God, he's like their boogeyman over there in Utah.
Of Utah's stalking statute, and taking into consideration the new action.
Dude, he's literally becoming the state cryptid. Ben is literally becoming the state cryptid. They're like, oh my god, I know the Jersey Devil is really scary, but have you heard of Ben? Fucking terrifying. The scariest cryptid ever.
Officer Richardson established probable cause to arrest
Scary.
Schneider for an additional count of
Ben.
stalking.
The Utah Ben. Oh my god.
Richardson believes Schneider was coordinating conduct through third parties
with the pink
constitute
basket.
A continued course of conduct under the statute we reviewed. Officer Richardson then decided to seize Norcross's phone, pending the approval of a search warrant, in order to preserve potential evidence and prevent the deletion or alteration of any data. According to Officer Richardson's reports, when Norcross was informed that the phone was going to be seized, Norcross immediately began manipulating the device.
AK pressing the power button. Mind you, I just wanted to, I'm sure Charlie's gonna say something, but just to mind you, you press the power button. Just wanted to let you know.
Oh my god, he's actually going for it. He's alting. That manipulating the device is all on camera, by the way. He went to lock his phone.
He's pressing Z,
That's
he's
the
pressing
manipulation
Z.
They're talking about on
He's
the device.
alting, he's
Making it
pressing
sound like
Z.
he went in there with like a fucking magnet or something to start like tampering with it and erasing it like he hacked into the mainframe. Because the officer fucking freaked out. He's like, don't do it. And he's like reaching for his gun or something. Don't do it. You're destroying evidence. Because he locked his phone. It's all on camera, by the way.
He's alting.
So now it is officially, they are doubling down on that, digging their heels and saying that he was manipulating
He's
the device.
pressing R.
Implying that he was trying to hide nefarious activity and shit.
Richardson wrote in his report. Norcross then immediately opened his phone and began manipulating it, which led myself and Lieutenant Adamson to believe he was attempting to destroy evidence on his device. At that point, Officer Richardson and Lieutenant Adamson forcibly removed the phone from Norcross's grasp after what Richardson describes in his report as a very brief altercation.
Altercation? You just took his phone and that was it. That was the end of it.
If that's an altercation in their mind, holy fuck. You don't argue with anybody? They have yes men.
Decided to confiscate his phone prior to receiving a search warrant. Can they do that? Pending a search warrant? Also, I used to live in Utah and can confirm shit got scary sometimes.
Crazy.
Investigation. At this time, officers did not know where Snyder was located. While still on scene, Officer Richardson...
Remember guys,
Crazy.
just to say to interrupt us all being heated over this, don't harass the other locations and the retail workers in them. They're just doing their job. They don't got anything to do with it.
True. Is that happening?
Information from an American Fork resident stating that several YouTubers had been renting an Airbnb property from this citizen. Officers
This is when they raid it.
Airbnb with the intent to arrest Snyder for an additional count of stalking.
So it really seems like the entire community over here, like the Mormon community here, is all over Josh's meat to like really ride or die for him. So now they're just snitching on them just having an Airbnb. That seems completely unprompted that one of the residents was like, there's some YouTubers that bought this Airbnb. Go raid them with guns, please, ASAP. That's scary. That's
Dude, I told you, they knew Pride Month was coming and they wanted to suck Josh's D. They were ready for it. They had to give a reason to why they could suck his D and tell their wives.
some freaky shit.
Crazy.
On arrival, officers developed probable cause, including information gathered from video surveillance from the Airbnb, to believe that Snyder had entered the...
Apologies for being out of the loop. I've seen snippets of this from thumbnails on YouTube. Something happened in Utah with Lego and a police raid.
Yeah.
Defec?
Yeah.
Residents and had not yet exited.
The police are corrupt. They're trying to get some YouTubers arrested because they called a company out for stealing Legos.
Officers then prepared a search warrant affidavit requesting authorization.
Also, Mormons are involved.
To enter the residence to locate.
Also, it's Utah.
And arrest Snyder. During contact with the Airbnb.
By the way, they don't do this for real stalkers. They would never do this to a real stalker.
True.
For an average normal citizen, if you have a stalker that is like a threat to your actual life, they would never go this far. You would be dead in the ground before they ever even thought of acting.
True. Charlie, true.
Conversations about possible stolen Legos. Specifically, officers wrote in the search warrant affidavit, the homeowner also disclosed that he could hear multiple individuals inside the residence speaking about possibly stolen Lego toys they had taken.
Illegal toys? Sorry, they took my illegal toys in my little pink basket. Okay? They took my playable toys, the ones that I really cherish and like, they took my Legos in my little pink basket. It actually made me really sad when they took all the Legos and they were not meant for me, but I wanted them anyways.
How reliable.
In my pretty pink basket.
We heard some like crackhead say that he thought he heard them talking about Legos they stole.
4th District Judge Roger W. Griffin.
By the way, this is exactly what Josh said he would do if he pursued legal action against him, if he tried to sue him. Josh said point blank, you stole the Legos, then bitch, how about that? So you have two choices. You can shut the fuck up, or we can go this route. Can't hear the audio? Hey, take that up with the American Fork Police Department, file a complaint, have them fire their audio engineer, or have them hire one, because this shit is abominable. I've done all I can for it. That's on them.
Agreed to interviews
I can turn it
with
up.
Detective Nicosia. The contents of those interviews are documented in the Associated Police reports, which will be made available through a link accompanying this.
You can't because they took down their website. They moved it to the Bricks and Minifigs official site, I bet.
Appeared to have been acting at the
They're private contractors now.
The 2 individuals were ultimately released from the police department. Mr. Snyder was subsequently transported to the Utah County Jail, where he was booked for an additional charge of stalking.
Okay.
I understand that many people following this situation online have strong feelings regarding the underlying business dispute out of Oregon and allegations that individuals may have lost significant amounts of money. I recognize that people are frustrated, angry, and may feel that justice has...
Bitch, you have a job. Don't even act like you know what's up. You know what I mean?
In relation to those
like,
allegations.
don't even.
Those concerns are understandable. I understand them, and I'm empathetic to them. And nothing in the actions taken by the American Fork Police Department should be interpreted as validating, supporting, or defending anyone involved in that separate civil...
How?
Literally, Charlie being like, how?
How can you possibly say that with a straight face and a soft voice?
Literally.
At no point throughout this entire thing has a single law enforcement official from your department been anything but confrontational to Ben and his team.
How?
Despite a literal court victory, they continue to treat him as though everything he's presenting is fabricated and false. And instead, constantly at the beck and call of Josh. How can you possibly
And
even say
sucking
that,
his
man? What a
pee-pee.
joke. And that's a good point. The female cop that was on the scene like the first time with the Brandon Best when he went to have like the civil discussion there, as lawfully
Clock
ordered to
it.
do, she immediately regurgitated what Brandon Best was saying, instantly taking his side and supporting his account of the events. Again, the body cam betrays what you're saying, bro.
Or other conduct.
He need.
Brother, this guy stinks!
He needs to keep getting his yogurt. That's true. That is true. That he needs to keep eating his yogurt. The money's tight, guys.
In our jurisdiction.
For the
We
police
remain committed
department.
to enforcing the law fairly, objectively, and transparently.
Then get Josh's ass to court, bro. The whole thing could have been solved if he would just take the papers. Your officer couldn't even give him the papers because he has more power than your department, I guess, where he can just say no. And he still hasn't paid out the settlement.
True.
What are you talking about, man?
Terry loves yogurt, first time chatter. Coming from a reliable source, I see.
You want, then enforce the law fairly. Get Josh on the horn. Get his bitch ass in here. Do you even think they still have any of the sets? I'm sure they have some of the Legos, and they definitely have records of the ones that are sold. So they could easily do giving back the ones they still have, because I bet they still have it. I bet they stopped selling it after a certain point.
Be that chatter. Stop.
Because it was so contentious. But they probably still have some of it. And they could easily just pay back what they've already offloaded.
Guys, all I have to say is, this is all I have to say. That's all I have to say, guys.